there, and welcome to today's episode of Magic and Not Dying Modifiers. Around the table, you have a few of my friends, acquaintances, and those who fall under other categories. If any of them pique your interest, please be sure to check the description down below, and information on them will be there. If you like what you see, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and follow. If not, then please be sure to also hit the red button in the top right corner. Thank you very much. Carlos, is there anything else?
Are we canceling next week's one shot?
My computer's still not working, so.
Ooh, yeah.
Next week,
Excuses.
we're canceling the one shot. We're just gonna have a regular episode.
Regular shot.
Because I'll remember
unfortunately-
that. Don't worry.
You remember that?
Oh, I'll remember it.
But yeah, next week is just gonna be a regular episode. Previously, we had planned to do a one shot for like a Christmas special. But maybe Larry will throw something cool at us. Who knows?
Maybe.
He's really good on the spot, so.
That's
we're
all.
good.
Oh, buttering up to the DM. That's sweet.
But I think that's it. Thank you to Blue Raven Studios for sponsoring us again, being our partners again and again and again. They keep asking us to come back. I don't know why.
Oh, I know why. The free pizza. If you are a company in Florida and expanding on to the rest of the United States, and you are craving a virtual tour, please be sure to check them out at BlueRavenStudios.com. We specialize in virtual tours for schools, yachts, jets, and other small appliances, and large ones to pique your interest. But if that is all, we will be back right after this intro.
Windows movie.
And we are back.
We're still on MP3. We can't afford MP4.
So, who will be the brave adventurer to go over what happened in the previous episode?
Because I was the one that took notes.
Ignatius.
No, nothing.
Okay.
Pretty uneventful.
Kinda. We started the baby ritual removing thing, whatever. That was a process.
Abortion is what it's called, I think.
Yeah, removal.
I never heard that.
It was a
You're a
tumor.
Christian man.
It was a tumor.
Shame on you.
Started that. Our boys had to go pick up some more stuff. We hung out here. Hope didn't do so hot with some of the potions and whatnot. Had to restart it. Caught up with my family. Gray was searching for a book. It turned out to be a book on dwarves.
For 10 hours, right?
12.
12 hours.
Oh no, 10 hours. Searching it for 10 hours. Good job, buddy. You guys can input stuff into this.
I don't know.
No, you're doing great.
Nothing really happened that last
doing
episode.
way
Pretty
better than
uneventful.
We had tea.
Asshole.
Biscuits were served.
So we got to fight
It's not all
the
about
baby.
Grace, that's
Oh, and there was also
plus
Clone
something.
Hope. We got to fight Clone Hope. We got real world fighting and Mindscape fighting. Ithryl stabbed Orys multiple times and the child.
Oh,
so that was great.
I murked that kid.
He did not.
You almost killed him.
You almost killed him. That scared me for a
I almost
second.
one
He
shot
didn't
him.
even ask him to not hold back.
Can
He
you
was just
imagine the
already not holding
consequences?
back.
I said,
Anyway.
yeah, I told him after the same.
We
wow.
fought.
I
My
appreciate
bird got
that.
the killing blow on Clone Hope.
You should give him at least extra points for not holding back.
And we're here.
Cool.
With
So,
Hope fainting.
where we leave off, Orys, you are just have just been dropped off at the entrance of this lake at the beginning of the city, in the center. Jesus, English, I speak it. At the center of the city, as Nexador has pushed you in, and you are taking what feels like the first breath of air in a very long time. As your lungs finally fill, and you just float in the water and try to just reflect on what has happened and what is to come. The rest of you see as few moments pass before the rest of your allies begin to awaken, and what seemed like a perfectly successful ritual quickly turned sour as Hope began to stumble and then fall unconscious. Rushing to her aid, Gabriel, you rushed over and used Cure Wounds, I believe.
I said, I checked if she was breathing. You said no, and then I said I would apply Cure Wounds immediately.
Seeing, as the spell finalizes, you see as there's no effect, as you can still continue to see as there's no pulse. What is the rest of you guys doing?
I rushed over as well to check Hope out.
Where's the cleric? Where's the cleric? We don't have any time. Where's the cleric?
Nexador, where the fuck did you send him?
Is he with us?
He's with Nexador.
Jensen. Kid, can you teleport? Can you teleport? We don't have any time.
I can't teleport. I can get a stone to talk to him, but I don't have it on me. It's in his office.
To the office.
What would that be?
Maybe we have more time. I'm not sure. Go get the stone, please. Go get the stone.
All right. Someone make a perception check for him.
I got it.
What the rest of you doing?
Fuck. 4.
All right.
Take initiative, bud.
What are the rest of you guys doing?
I'll help him. I'm going with him.
I'm
gonna go with him to help
You're
with
gonna go with him?
whatever
Holding
he's
her
looking for.
All right. You can make it as you see as his wings are still currently out as he does not require
Shake the dagger back into the sheath.
the carpet to fly over. You see as he seems to be just as surprised as you all are with the wings, but given the current circumstances, he's putting it aside as he rushes to the room. On the way there, he describes it as about 4 or 5 inch green gem. But it is somewhere in the clutter of his room. Can you make a perception check as well?
That is a perception 14.
14. Unfortunately, just missed it. What are you guys doing?
I'm gonna try CPR on Hope.
CPR.
Yeah.
You can make a medicine check.
Yeah. 11.
11. Okay, so with that, you can tell just based off of what seemed to happen. Just checking, you can imagine. You see no identifying marks on her, and you can see it seems to be something just by the looks of it. It seems just with all of the stress on her body from either the ritual or whatnot. It just seems that at this point that her heart seems to have either given out or whatnot. But you see it as she's trying to continuously pump. Nothing seems to have happened.
Do I remember if there's anybody in Bindle that specializes in this type of bringing people back from that far away?
Make a wisdom check.
Wisdom 21.
21. As far as you can remember, you remember from either your encounters in the city or in people you've spoken to, a group of individuals that refer to themselves, and from your trial as well, a group of individuals referred to as the Earn Brothers, who brought people back from the dead.
But from what we saw, they only brought people back from the dead temporarily, and they were still undead, correct?
No, you know that they are capable of speaking with the dead, but their full-time commission is bringing people back from the dead.
Insurance.
Yes, that's sort of they refer to it as life insurance, basically, as they are capable out of some unworldly magic to bring people back.
I'm in the lake, right?
Yes, you are in the lake right now. Probably about 15, 20 seconds have passed as you were just catching your breath at this point. What are you doing?
Anything in the lake that seems peculiar?
Make a perception check. 9. No. People. There are quite a bit of people around that are keeping their distance, seeing as these people as you two, just warped in and are, as he pushed you in the water. And the people are about a good 30, 40 feet away from you, just looking and trying to figure out what the heck's going on. but nothing
Next
in
door
particular.
still there. What is he doing?
He is looking to you to making sure everything that you are breathing, basically.
I'll try to come up and out of the water. What is that feeling like? Is that an instant like I'm running out of breath sort of thing, or can I?
Nope. That's part of the Aboleth's thing.
No, I'm asking as a player. Like, what does Orys feel like as he's just coming out of the water?
As you come out of the water and try to breathe through the air, it seems like your lungs aren't working, and as you try and breathe in, and nothing's coming in.
And feeling on my neck is just stuff on it, or no?
No. It's just this feels like your lungs, almost like everything just got rewired basically in your system.
I'm gonna use, I guess, from just, I think I had a conversation with him about this type of magic before, so I feel like the time's running out. Using thaumaturgy as loud as I can, we just scream Nestor's name.
Okay. So you guys are quite a ways. Let me see. I'm gonna look at the map to see exactly how far you guys are away from the tower. I know can someone in the meantime make a perception check for an exit door?
Sure.
I'll do it.
No.
9.
Can I do one too, since I'm also there?
Yeah.
18 plus 5, 23.
Okay. What are you saying?
Screaming Nestor's name.
So you just hear as this boom of just Nexador out from.
Next door. Did you hear that? Does it go back down?
He did not hear it with that roll. He did not hear it.
Gabriel is calling
as you
for us. As I'm like, I guess like puppy swimming or something. I don't know.
Squirting water out of his mouth.
You see as he looks back he's looking at the tower. As he looks at you, he says,
Did the spell work?
"It should have. The ritual should have killed the creature, but as this moment of
Going
realization comes over him,
I'm taking a deep breath, and then I'm swimming up to him. Let's go.
he lets you know as he grabs hold onto you. He says, "I can't bring you back."
Let's go.
All right. So you see as he grabs hold onto you and begins to cast the spell and just warps. And you see as once again the wall comes around you and around, and you are on top.
Do I recognize the spell that he's using?
Make
Teleport or Misty Step? Or?
make an Arcana check.
5.
5. No clue. But you see as this portal kind of opens as you are pushed through it through magical force, and you are just drenched right onto the side, the top of the tower.
So he's in the room with us now?
You guys are on top of the tower.
That's
right
where
now.
the big old horn
Is
was.
that where
Yes.
Hope is?
Huh?
Is
Yes.
that where Hope is? What do I see? In the room?
So you see as Hope is on the ground.
See him warp in?
Yes, you see.
She's not breathing. I can't, my magic's not working.
I grab my hammer, holding my breath. I take just whatever diamond I can get out of my bag, and I crush it and I push it into her chest, activating a little bit of electricity along the way.
Okay. So you are familiar with the roll for the resurrection, correct?
Revivify.
The Revivify. You are familiar with the rolls, correct?
No. Can you?
So as when we went over the thing with Iggy, you have when you die for the first time, you have a 90% chance of being brought back the first time. With every day that passes, you have 5%. It goes down by 5%. So right now, this is the first time I believe Hope has died. So right now, there's a 90% chance of success. Every time you do
Is that
die,
with just Revivify,
Huh?
I believe so.
or any revivification spells or resurrection spells. Sorry.
with any resurrection spell.
Okay, because
But
something like that.
Some that's saying like 100 years. Yeah, there's some like higher, much higher level.
I know, but with just revival in general, the chances of you with it actually working, it goes down every time you do die.
Okay.
Wow. Oh yeah.
But yeah.
Okay, so I cast the spell. Do I need to roll for her or?
Yes, you roll.
Okay, D100. $34.
Okay. So those of you around are on the roof. You see as Orys, just with the last of his breath, just plunges this diamond, and as it is just about to make contact with her, you see as it just disintegrates into just this diamond dust as it makes contact with her chest. As he casts the spell, you see his sparks kind of shoot out from the cracks and crevices of his finger and just begin to go around and vault through hope. You see as these runes in the air just begin to just float around for a bit as they slowly begin to fall onto Hope and just into her mouth. A few moments pass. You just hear from Hope. You are suffocating right now, but
I know what he's going through. So as soon as I hear the, I'm like full Nelsoning him, like picking him up and looking over to next door and just being, where's the water? Where's the fucking sink?
The lake's in the center.
Where's the sink?
I grab you and
The sink.
I point outside into the fucking sky.
I can't do that. I can't.
I'm running towards there's a balcony you said, right?
No, I can't.
Huh?
Is there a balcony that we can step to have like an open
Yes,
sky above
but
me?
as you reach it, you do fall unconscious from suffocating. Just one turn. You get one.
One turn?
You use your breath to cast a spell. The next turn,
Is
you
it
go
a
unconscious.
vocal?
Huh?
It is vocal.
It is verbal, yes. You use your breath to cast one spell.
As
The
he-
next turn, you go unconscious.
Bathtub?
Can I pour my water flask into this man's mouth?
Next, where's your nearest bathtub?
Or toilet. Or
you-
toilet.
Would I know when I'm about to pass out?
Huh? Yes.
Can I cast Call Lightning and summon a storm?
No, don't do that.
No.
It is technically VS vocals symmetric.
Verbal and somatic. Call lightning. You can.
Pretty much just to get some fucking water on me. It is concentration, so it would like start disappearing as soon as I pass out. But if I don't pass out, then I would be able to hold the concentration, hypothetically.
I've got it. I'm emptying my water flask out using shape water that I have as a cantrip to just create a sphere of water around Orys' face.
Yeah, like a little astronaut helmet of water.
I don't need it.
That will work.
Okay.
But you've got to get
Yeah,
him more
that-
water.
I know
that'll
that.
work.
Yeah.
But yes, that'll work temporarily. That'll give him about 2 minutes of air.
Can she come in, by the way?
Yes. Christy, you can come in.
You
as
stay
you
back
wanna-
there.
From
I
the
didn't know
reaches
how that
of
was
death.
gonna go.
Yeah. From the depths. Actually, sorry, you cannot come in yet. There would be. First off, do you want to come back? Actually, it's a willing creature. Do you want to come back? Yes. Okay, cool. But next, we'll stop this happening with you first. Sorry. So,
Why is that?
as this is going on, next to door and like racking his brain, you see it's just there's a floor with water. But the 16th floor.
Come on, bud.
But I mean, I was already running towards the balcony. Am I able to do that
Okay.
or no?
Yeah, with him doing that, you got about 3 minutes worth of water. I mean, of air in that water that you have around you.
About how
About
long?
3 minutes worth of water. with a breath of air.
He's saying get to the 16th floor.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm fucking.
So with these slow carpets, you get about halfway down the tower before you begin to feel as your your air supply is starting to run thin. What are you doing? What are the rest of you doing, by the way? Ithryl, you see as you're going through and looking and just tossing stuff around. You can see as you glance by and look outside, you see as descending from the tower, you see as the rest of them are on the carpets. What are you doing?
Oh fuck.
Okay,
Back.
so I'm gonna grab my pro power, activate it, and so previously I had thought for some reason remembered that it was only like 3rd level or lower.
Yeah.
It's actually 4th level or lower.
Pearl of Power is 3rd level or lower.
Then why? If the expended slot was a 4th level or higher, the new slot is 3rd level. Gotcha. So I can renew a 4th level, but it would have to be a 4th level spell.
If the
Or level
if the expended slot is 4th level, the new slot is 4th level, 3rd level. Once you have the Pearl,
Yeah, so I wouldn't be able to cast the 4th level spell in the 3rd level.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
Just get to the water.
Okay. So, what are you doing as you are beginning? You can see you can figure with the rate at which these things are just traveling. These things weren't meant for speed but convenience. It's going to take you about 4 minutes before you reach the floor of that floor. What are you guys
That'll be
doing?
fine.
I'm still holding hoop.
Okay.
Okay.
I feel nauseous because, emotions running on high. I sit down on the carpet and just take everything all in.
Okay.
Would if I start casting Gust of Wind to push the carpet? Does that?
Give me your pearl. Give me your pearl.
Now the time to rob the man, really?
I cast Create or Destroy Water, and then fucking replace the water around Boyo. So
That'll work.
and that's 10 gallons of water floating around his head now. So
I don't think Shape Water will let you do that much water, but
okay, well, as much as I can
but
possibly-
yes,
I don't
but
think
with
there's a
that,
limit on shape water.
yeah, there is. You're not gonna move an ocean with Shape Water, but
Yeah,
Like
shape
10
water or
gallons.
control water?
5-foot cube.
I have control water, and then I have Create
So,
and Destroy Water.
So that will work. That will give you enough time to reach the floor. Once you reach this 16th floor, you see as this seems to be almost like a swampy, watery swampy like marshy biome. But you see as there's bits of water spouts and ponds around that you very quickly rush over and just getting into it.
So there's like nature inside
yes.
of this floor.
Yes, you can see that on each of the floors in your time here, each of the floors seem to extend out past its physical limitations, as it's just
Really? I never bothered to check.
yeah.
He never seen anything in his life.
But as each of the floors has a different type of biome on it, and you can see this one seems to have almost a swampy, marshy area as you go through, and it's not the cleanest water, and it's not clean air, but it's air. But you manage to get a breath of air, and everything seems to be fine.
I just lay there floating. Thanks.
I'm hitting her with the cure. With them.
Okay.
I'm gonna hit her
Hope
with
is
the
currently
cure now, like,
her
she's
Hope
floating
is
just
currently
barely.
unconscious but
I'm gonna hit her
breathing.
with cure wounds while she's. But I know she's breathing now.
Yes, yes.
So I'm gonna hit her with cure wounds as well.
Okay.
That's
You know what? I'm gonna hit up our good
Yeah,
friend Zeke
HP.
via.
Cool.
And I remember I rolled a 3 for that. 1d4 hours.
Yeah. Still got 3 hours basically. While this is all happening, I'm gonna need everyone to leave the room as me and Hope have a little talk.
You guys get out of here. We gotta have a talk.
As he actually fills her.
Shall return.
Get out, all of you.
That's what you get, you fucking piece.
You know,
Get
that's
back to my
2 people who
fucking
tripped
kitchen.
on that.
Oh, jeez. I wanted to join in.
2.5.
So, Hope, in the midst of the battle, as you come into consciousness and stand, you feel this heavy pressure on your chest.
Wait, you said in the midst of.
Yeah, this is as you're waking up from the battle. As you wake up and look around, and you see as the corpse of this humanoid creature that looks, parts of it looks like you, but you see as these tentacles and disgusting parts of it are all, but it is very mangled as the corpse of it is across the floor on the roof of this tower. And for a moment, you take this breath of fresh air as the relief, as it seems as there's ritual was a success. And a few moments later, you feel as this pressure builds into your chest, almost like a heart attack. And you can feel as your heart is boom, 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 and it stops. And everything goes quiet as you look around. You can see as Gabriel looks worried, is looking at you, and just can't hear it until everything goes black and you fall. A few moments pass.
Just blackness.
Yes. A few moments pass, and you see as this darkness turns into a moonlit sky. You can hear the sounds of insects chirping and the sounds of trees blowing in the wind. You can feel ever so gradually as what feels like landing on grass. You look around and you can see this familiar-looking home, a cottage. You see sitting out front appears to be a male you recognize to be your father. What are you doing?
What is he look? Does he look like? Does he look like the same?
It looks like this exact same as the day you last saw him, but much cleaner at this point and just calm. You see as he seems to be sipping at some liquid, either water or whatnot. You don't know, but you see his bits of steam is coming off of it.
Is he looking at me?
Huh? As of right now, no. You see as he seems to just be sitting in a rocking chair on the front of the house, looking up at the sky.
So, I guess I'm just like approaching this house.
Mm.
I guess. Dad, is that you?
You see this warm, familiar smile comes across his face. It's good to see you, honey. I wish we could have met on better terms, but I'm just so happy to see you again.
I don't know what to say. You're gonna make me cry.
I'm sorry.
I guess
See as he gets up from the chair and just goes and just gives you a warm embrace of a hug. You can feel as you can see as he's like kind of shaking as he seems to be like holding back the tears. You got you're so big now.
yeah. I grew up. Last I saw you I was 4.
Yeah, it was a dark time, but it's over now. Let's not reflect on that. How's life been treating you? Is everything?
Well, up until very recently, it's been fine. I looked for the men who did this to us, and I'm not done looking. I'm not done looking for them. They will pay for this, what they've done to us.
See this like sad look comes across his face. Honey, just let it be. don't waste your life away looking for the past. I understand, trust me, I do, but the world and life is ahead of you, and we and your mother, we wanted you to live your life for you and the best it could be.
I mean, I guess I never knew if they actually killed you, but I guess since you're here, they did.
Yes, well.
Is she here?
As he says that, you see as this the front door of this cabin just begins to glow, and you see as these bits of spark just kind of just emit from the creases of it. No, fortunately, she managed to get away, but we got separated, and I couldn't find her.
And it was them. They did this to you.
Just this silence comes across it.
But
See, he looks to the door. We don't have much time, honey. I'm so proud of you and the woman you've become.
I don't want to leave you. But mom's out there.
I hope so. I have not seen her here, so I believe that she still is out there somewhere.
Are you happy? Are you okay?
I'm as happy as I can be. The only thing I needed left was to see you.
I'm just gonna hug him again. I guess I just hug him for as long as I can. Yeah.
A few moments pass, and you can hear as the door just kind of begins to shake a little bit again as the sparks begin to shoot off again. And you see as even the door handle just and as you continue to hug him, you can hear as it begins to fade a little bit. He's like, "You have to go.
Okay.
I will always love you, honey."
Love you too, Dad.
You see, you open the door, you see as this bright light is on. This other side is blinding as you begin to walk through. The door closes behind you. And you wake up. You see as Gabriel is above you, just holding and you, making sure everything's all right. Everyone can enter now.
You said come back in?
Yes.
You said come back in.
Hey, what's Christina's last name?
Come on, come on, man.
People watching. Stop it. So many people.
So, as you all are throughout I know you did not. As you all are in your the tower, just reflecting over the events that just transpired. Gabriel, you see as about 20 minutes pass as you are on the roof of this tower, and you can see as eventually Hope's eyes do flicker open.
No,
I was hoping for a more graceful entrance,
I
but
was gonna say,
Do you know Christy?
from
That's dramatic, and that's it.
that's how she wakes up every morning.
You would see,
Actually,
you would see the some silver tears streaking down Gabe's face.
Silver tears?
Silver tears. And he'll simply say to her, I thought we lost you.
Did there for a second.
You-
Wait.
You died.
Who are you? Where am I?
Do you not remember what happened?
I'm just kidding.
Oh, God. And if you've ever seen someone just drop something.
I was totally prepared to go along with that. Just so you know, I was like, oh yes, that's gonna be great.
I did give a pretty big shift eye there. I was like, oh no, he did not do that.
I was actually gonna change the camera. I was like, so the rest of you.
Now, Christy, if you may leave.
We're good this time.
You died, and Orys was able to bring you back, just barely. What happened? Why did you? What? I don't understand. We beat the thing.
I don't know. I just started to feel like my heart was gonna burst, and then all of a sudden it just stopped and went black. And who else in the room?
It's just you two.
Oh, I don't know where I went exactly, but it looked a lot like home, and I mean like 20 years ago my home. And she's like kind of starting to like tear up. My dad was there.
Gabe will embrace her.
And I guess it confirms what I've been afraid to be true for the past 20 years. My father was killed by these two humans. Yikes.
Oof.
Really hope that was caught. Ugh.
Hopefully it.
Probably.
All right, guys.
Year-old
Let's
humans.
start from
just keep
scene
going.
one.
Anyways,
going.
okay, summary. I'm pretty much summarized just what happened just now.
That whole sequence you were
No,
at,
it was-
right? Oh well,
It's
continue
fine.
with the moment.
They probably heard a little bit of it. It's
Uh-huh.
But my father passed away that night that we were attacked by those two human men, and my mother is still alive, I guess, somewhere. But he doesn't know where, but yeah.
He doesn't know who's
My
he-
father.
father is dead.
Yes. It was terrifying that night,
But this is what you saw when you died.
yes, he was, of course, he was happy to see me, but he knew that I wasn't done being alive, and he told me not to be so focused on seeking vengeance for what they did, but it's what I've been doing for my whole life now, and I know he wants me to, but I can't. It's hard to let go.
No, I understand. The pain of the past can be impossible to forget. But don't go dying on me anytime soon, okay?
I'll try my best.
I'll help her up to her feet.
Yep.
And I'll walk her out to go try to find the rest of the party.
Okay. The rest of you, in this tower, Iggy, you said you wanted to do a moment, or
Huh?
did you said you wanted to do a moment, or no?
Not a moment. They could all chill here while I
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
So, you go off on your own for a bit. You can proceed with that how you will.
You there? Zeke?
Always here.
Cool. Nice. How are they? And my brother-in-law, Toon, frickin' Frack.
As I told you, I would leave them unharmed for now.
Okay. That's all I wanted to know. But you're everywhere? Oh, they could probably hear this conversation going on.
Hmm?
They could probably hear the conversation
Oh,
going
yeah.
on.
Yep.
Yeah.
Pretty much. I'm everywhere you are.
I'm not pregnant. Okay.
Brillante.
Okay. Well, that's all I wanted to know. At least they're unharmed for now, so thanks for that, I guess. Talk to you soon.
That thing goes off. So, the rest of you, these next 20 minutes go by.
I'm still in the room with the kid, right?
Tearing up that room.
Well, you saw as they were descending. I don't know if you
I
decided
wanted
to
I
follow
wanted to
them.
have a little private one-on-one chat.
Oh, okay.
with the young
Yeah, so, someone make a perception check for me, please, real quick.
man. Me?
No, nope, natural one. Never mind. He didn't notice. So he's still right along with you, just like, where is it? Where is it? It's just going through and searching for.
I want to speak to one celestial. What's the deal, kid? You never told me you were an Aasimar.
You see, as he kind of like drops what he's currently holding, you see as he turns around and in celestial, he turns to you. He's just, you speak it too?
I do. Who? Have you never spoken to anyone in this language before?
I spoke to Nextdoor, but what happened? I don't understand. How do I know how to do this?
Have your parents never spoken this language to you and around
No.
you? Is it only Nextdoor that's spoken this language to you, besides
Yes.
yourself?
Yes.
How did you meet Nextdoor?
When I was born, I was very sick, and my parents asked Nextdoor to help, and he let them know that apparently they had been cursed or whatnot, and I was going to be crippled for the rest of my life, basically. But that he would help watch out for me.
Have you ever had any weird dreams with angel-like figures talking to you?
Me nuts.
What did
I
they
had
ask you to do?
you see as he reaches into his shirt, you see as he pulls out this blue gem. Nextdoor gave me this quite a while back to help block out dreams and all of that crazy stuff. And when I took it off one night, after bathing, I forgot to put it back on, and that's when I had the dream where I met you all.
Do I recognize what that gem is? Like I've already seen
Make a Arcana check, DC 16.
No.
Nope, no.
Alright, interesting. Alright, well. Parents cursed, huh? Alright, well. Let's get back to the other room. I think they found what we were looking for or something.
You see, he's like hesitant. You see, he kind of like wants to talk to you some more, but he kind of like, okay. He's like just kind of like acceptance and just kind of like begins to, given the circumstances, he still thinks he'll.
By the way, I'm sorry about stabbing you. Wasn't me.
Kind of like.
Wasn't me.
I figured.
Wasn't me.
He follows you. And continues. Around this time, you see as the wings kind of like digress back into.
Am I still in the swamp area with
Yes.
Gilboy?
Yes.
How much longer do you?
An hour and 40, no, 2 hours and 40 minutes, 3 hours.
No, you don't know that.
Oh.
This is forever now. This is how it happens.
This is gonna be forever.
You need to give him your scale.
This is your final form.
I'm gonna leave
At least
you.
I always like swimming. I'm just talking to myself at this point.
Yeah, I'm just looking down at him. All right, well, it looks like you're not gonna drown, so you don't really need adult supervision. I'm gonna head back up.
Oh, this looks a lot worse than good.
I'm gonna just completely disregard that comment and not unpack it and just walk away and back upstairs.
I don't even think there's any fish in here.
All right.
I'm going back up to the top.
All right.
The
The rest of you. The three is next to Doris, and there he's again paying attention to you, making sure that you are breathing and everything is working.
He's with me.
Yeah.
How long do you think is gonna? Is this permanent?
Should wear off. I don't think you had long enough contact with it for it to be permanent. Should wear off in a couple hours. You rolled a natural 20.
Let me see.
2 hours, 47 minutes, 13 seconds.
Do you think lesser restoration would work?
It's worth a shot.
Where? What?
I
What
can't
should I
guess.
restore?
Your health.
Well,
Your soul.
I guess you don't know what a lesser restoration spell does. You have to focus it on something.
Fix those bum lungs of yours, bud.
Breathing in the water, it feels like regular breathing.
Yeah.
And then when I try to breathe outside of water,
It feels like
like I can't
Yeah,
feel my
for-
lungs at all, or like I'm
You're
like,
drowning.
it's
Choking?
like yeah.
Like
It's
I'm choking?
almost like choking. Yeah. Like, I'm assuming like during this conversation,
I'm
you're
trying to
constantly
act-
going in and
yeah.
out of water to talk with him.
Hey.
Basically.
Hi.
Can I try to just like touch around my neck towards my pulmonary area, right where my my mark is, and cast Lesser Restoration,
What is this?
focusing on a breathing apparatus.
Alright,
We are not
give me just a second.
If it's a disease or a condition, afflicting it.
They list the conditions though.
Yeah.
Okay. So you cast Lesser Restoration. Did you do this before? No. Okay. So you cast Lesser Restoration. You're under the water. You see as you touch your symbol, and you feel as a bit of sparks just pass through the water and all over you. For a minute, you can see as it looks like there's like black mist kind of just out of you, and you are now drowning.
Oh, come up for a breath. It worked. Just so you know, it worked.
Duly noted. Yeah.
Starts raining.
You see as he materializes this book and begins writing out. What are the rest of you all doing in the
I
thing?
think we're all.
I'm going
headed
back up to the roof.
Okay. So you go to the roof. You see these two are there.
Coming down.
Oh, my bad. You passed them
Yeah.
as they are beginning to descend.
We were gonna go down and try to find them, but now we're just like elevatoring past them.
Classic, the classic moment, just pointing at you guys, chuckling at each other. And it's just
Where are you, Ithryl?
classic. Where am I?
You're with the kid as you were leaving.
Are you adopting
You.
a child?
So you left
Can we,
before they
like,
did,
hop?
pretty much, I guess.
Ithryl become
All
a
of this is
father.
happening at the same time. That's what we're trying to do. At the same
So I guess
Like,
if we see Gray going up, I guess we would. Hey, wait, and try to shift.
Can you hold?
No.
Each of
see
you are
down
on.
there.
Each of you are on your own
It's like
carpets.
an
You can
elevator.
go
It
where
just
you
keeps
want.
going.
Yeah, I
You
guess
can't
we have,
stop.
no, just I guess we have.
I'll see you down
I
there.
guess we have to go to the bottom.
I'll see you down there.
Okay.
Okay, we'll see you at the bottom.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
I guess I'm also going down to the bottom.
Alright.
Yeah, same.
Okay.
And
Wait, is next door going to the bottom? Do I see next door?
You do not see next door.
Where is next door, kid? Do you have like a connection with him or something?
He took your friend away so he could breathe.
Ah. But I saw him go down on the carpet, right?
Yeah.
I want to head downwards until I see next door, and then try and stop there.
All right, make a perception check.
God damn it!
Huh?
9.
9. Cool. Takes you about 10 minutes. You reach the bottom. You don't see him.
I don't see it. Damn it, kid.
Ignatius,
Don't go.
Going down.
to the bottom floor as
Yeah.
well? Okay. So, Gray, you reach the top. Are you done?
So I'm pulling out my journal.
Okay.
I'm gonna take as painstakingly detailed notes and or like a drawing of the like pillar horn collaboration thing that's up there.
All right. Make an investigation check just to see how much of it you can get down.
Investigation. 16.
16? Okay. So you're getting relatively detailed. There's a lot here to just get down. It's going to take you quite a while to
That's
gather
fine.
all
I'll use
all
as
of
much
these.
time as I need.
All right. As you are writing, you hear just in the back of your head, "It's right there. Release me."
Oh.
Do I just, I'm thinking this to myself, I'm not saying it out loud.
Yeah.
Is it the cord? Or do I have to let all 4 of these things go?
Break my chain. The rest of you? This is happening while you're
I'm
up
still
there,
looking
so
for
you're-
Nexador.
Okay, so you begin to ascend again. Make a perception check. The three of you over here.
God, do you hear this? No.
No,
Yeah,
you're the
shit,
only one
right,
here.
right.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the land of the living. And I hug her.
That was yeah. No, I did die.
Scared the shit out of us.
I saw my dad. I didn't know that he was dead for sure. Figured that he was, but yeah, he's gone.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah. I want to tell you all, it's not really something super important, but I want to tell you all when we're all together again so that I don't have to keep, repeating it. But yeah, no, you guys are definitely like my family now because not just anybody would risk their lives like that. I really appreciate it.
Well, you were worth the risk.
No, just go all the way back to the top, basically.
This knife boy.
Hands on hips. Just searching really
Oh,
hard.
thank God.
Right in
So
front of
around the 16th floor, kids like Jennison's like, oh, there they are.
us. Finally, get something.
You find us?
Are you with him too?
Yeah.
Oh, do I know who brought me back for sure? Or
I told you.
Yeah.
oh yeah, you did. Tell me. Yeah. So, where is he?
He had something alien in him when he
Bless
was
you.
when he was suffocating.
Yeah, I
in
couldn't
the
breathe.
air.
Oh yeah.
So Gray, him, and Nessador went somewhere to, I think, fix it.
So you said we're just downstairs at like the main level, or?
Did you guys make the perception check to try and find where Nexador and them are?
Nope.
That was just
Okay,
me, I
so-
think.
There was
Okay, so you guys can make perception checks to see as you are descending. Make the
18.
perception. 18? Okay. So it takes you about 10 minutes before you reach, around 8 minutes, sorry, before you reach the 16th floor with this tall tower. And how slow these carpets go, it takes about 8 minutes before you reach the floor that they are. You see as Nexador is like, it seems he is like very closely looking at Orys and like taking notes based off of his like physical appearance. Or as you can see, as he's getting kind of like handsy as he's like checking your neck. And it's just like, okay, no signs of gills. No.
If he gets close to like the small of my back, I'll like, smack him away.
Okay.
Sorry, the bottom of my neck, I guess.
Where the bad man touch you?
All right. He does. You do. Takes a bit to be like, huh. but kind of like brushes it off as he continues to like take notes and just observe you. What are you doing?
Think to myself,
What a wonderful world.
will you be able to help us get out of here safely? I've already almost lost one of my party members. I can't really do this thinking that there will be certain death on the other side right after I put this into motion.
"10 minutes. I will need 10 minutes for you fend to yourself before I will be able to do anything to help you."
And I do have your word that you will help us against, what's his name, Atlas?
You have my word.
He's Atlas already.
Okay, so Gray raises his staff of the Spellslinger, and he actually, I don't really even need that. Yeah, I guess I do. Do it. I'm gonna produce flame on the chain that is holding it from his pillar.
All right. You go, produce flame. Seems nothing has happened. "A sacrifice must be made for you to break the chain.
What sort of
How he
sacrifice?
fucking tells you.
But a portion of your blood will be needed.
A portion of my blood?
You won't die."
On my way.
As he's standing there, still razzled from the fight.
Rest of you.
I want to talk to next door real quick. real quick.
All right.
Is it just so like I walk in and just him and floating boy, swimming boy over here, right?
It is him. Iggy, you have descended. You are going where?
With them.
Okay, so as you were beginning to leave and head out to look for them, wait, you are with them, you said?
Yeah. We
Okay,
were
so
just-
so right now, all of you are together. The only one who's not there is Gray.
Gotcha. All right,
basically.
I'll address next door, I guess, in Elvish. I'll speak Elvish to the kid. You know what I'm saying right now? Does the kid speak Elvish? I'm like asking him to his face if he speaks Elvish, the kid.
Jennison.
Let's call him Kid. If I don't care. I'm aloof.
For now, I think I'm gonna say no.
Alright, so I want to address Jennison, who I assume speaks Elvish, although I will confirm with, or not Jennison, next door. Does he speak Elvish? Do you speak Elvish next door?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm very fluent in the Elvish language. You respond to Elvish.
Gotcha. So, the kid here, I assume, you know about his celestial language. He tells me you're the only one that speaks to him in that language.
You see, as you bring this up, he stops taking notes, based off of Orys. You see, as he puts he just like evaporates the pen and paper away, quill and paper away. Yes.
What's his deal? There's no divas communicating with him.
Make a persuasion check.
Persuasion.
He sees
19.
16. Okay. He has he's been dealt a bad hand, and it was not his fault. The gods, in their convoluted decisions, decided to punish him for the sins of his father. Before they could do anything else, or I did not know what they intended for him, so I stepped in and intervened.
What sins did his father do to offend the gods so?
I have no idea, but he did not deserve what has happened to him.
You don't have to tell me about the unjust nature of gods. I'm familiar. But you've been managed to keep him out of their grasp, the Diva's grasp. They haven't been able to contact him.
No. As long as he maintains and does what I instruct him, he will be safe.
And his parents have no celestial powers themselves.
No. See if you. How do you know so much about these creatures, the Divas, as you refer to them, and the
Do a lot of
celestial
reading.
nature? Make a deception check.
A lot of light reading.
A lot of light reading. Hobo 20.
This is all in Elvish.
Yeah. Laughs in Elvish.
I'm listening. I'm listening to this and not.
Aren't you underwater?
saying anything. No.
No.
I don't mind. You can. I just didn't want the kid to hear. So I don't really care.
He kind of like squints at you. A lot of reading.
You would do this, yeah.
Indeed.
You can't speak Elvish.
What are the rest of you doing?
Okay.
You three?
Yeah, no, I'm
not
just
you yet.
thanking him for bringing me back to life, and I'm in your debt now.
I think we should all go out for drinks later.
Absolutely.
Well, there is still the question of your missing family member.
That's why I need a drink.
And where is the Greyheads?
Cutting to Gray. Just like a movie.
Transition.
Gray, what are you doing?
Take my necklace out with the tooth on it. I just dig like a pretty deep little hole into my paw.
Okay.
I look at it. I look at the pillar.
Cry little kitty tears.
10 minutes.
10 minutes. As you place your hand on it, you see as you feel as almost like a sucking motion from your hand. It's just it's your almost like your blood is being pulled from your very arm.
Well, out of the frying pan.
How did that sound?
Well, no,
Another
at least
fire?
we're close by so we can heal you, so it's fine.
Totally fine.
You guys gotta stop making deals with this dude.
Fuck.
No, the one.
What?
girlfriend- That one bad girlfriend who just you just keep going back to.
All right. So you took 25 points of
Nothing.
damage.
I hit the kid like twice as hard as that.
As you can feel as
It's nothing we can take.
as I rolled low. As
Tell.
you can feel as this pulling of your blood from your arm. And you feel this pain that shoots down one arm and across and into your very chest. And you can see as this is happening, parts of the chain are beginning to gradually turn red. And you see as it's almost like sand is and beginning to fall onto the ground. You see it's in a trail leading up to this horn. As this happens, you see as the pillar that is in the corner that is this chain attached to begins to just and just turn in different ways. And as it does, you see as it begins to just slowly fade from this once glowing state to this darkness as this until it reaches the top. As this happens, you can see off and hear, everyone can hear off in the distance as you can just that as you see and look out towards away from the city and you see it's just what?
Inside check.
You hear it, but those of you who are
Natural 20 insight. I know exactly what the fuck is going on.
You have no idea what's going on.
Is that how insight works?
Natural 20 couldn't give you what you have no idea what's going on.
In insight, I know that he's not here. I know that it's coming from.
You hear a noise.
You hear a noise outside.
Yeah.
Calm down.
It's a classic Ray. He just knows.
So you see towards the mountains as this fume of smoke just erupts as one of the mountains just kind of almost like shifts and just begins to as parts of it just begins to break apart. You can see as looking down as everything in the city has just stopped, as everyone just looking out and at in the distance as fumes of smoke begin to rise. What are you doing? As you are, those of you who are inside, you see as Nexador just goes pale as he just rushes.
What is it?
He doesn't say anything. He just rushes
run
towards the
after him.
carpet.
I still have that.
How long has it been?
Infinite rope.
Huh?
Correct?
It's been like an hour.
It's been about 40 minutes.
Enough for a short rest.
No, sorry.
I still have that infinite
Because
rope.
especially
correct?
you just cast a
believe
spell.
so.
Sorry. What's up?
I still have the infinite rope, so I'm gonna tie that off to the top of the tower
Oh my god.
and start rappelling down.
Fucking cat.
All right, make a survival check. As you see, as he is just as Nexador is reaches.
Outside the window, we're like
Don't
watching him go down.
As Nexador
Survival,
reaches
you said?
the center of this tower and just beginning to just push towards the carpet, you see as he's doing this slow elevation, he's just like, oh, fuck it, and he just begins to cast a spell. You see as he just begins to float and just fly up towards the ceiling. What are you guys doing?
I'm trying to follow him, but it's just like
Yeah, the carpets move
loud
slow.
music
and
is
he's
playing
just
as I'm going up.
What is everyone doing?
I don't know what's going
follow.
on. If I see anything interesting, I want to swipe it.
I'll get on a carpet, follow, and use the gust cantrip to push my carpet faster
Bruh.
and faster.
Anything, if I see anything.
All right, Larry, fuck the rope, turn it into a frog, and I'm climbing down the side of the fucking.
All right, you wild shape into a frog and just
Free frog.
as you as you are making your way down. This is a tall tower, so it's gonna take you some time. But as you reach the top,
I figure I'm such a small.
you're small, so I'll take it into play.
But the rope.
The rope is on fire.
Yeah. If it seems like shit's going down, if I see something like interesting and magical, I want to swipe it.
As you are making your way just a couple of feet down from the side of the tower, you hear in your head, "Thank you." As you hear from the top, as this breaching from the top of the tower, as you see it, "What the hell?" from Nexador, as he is just looking at it. You see those of you who is below and making your way up towards the tower. You see as Nexador is floating about 20 feet up above the top of the tower, looking and observing and trying to figure out what the heck just happened, what's going on. What are you doing?
We're gonna leave the tower.
Huh?
We're gonna leave.
You're leaving the tower? It's quicker to reach the bottom than it is
Yeah,
going to the top.
that's what I'm saying. We're gonna go down.
I'll
We're
get
gonna leave.
Beckett, Thomas, and Michael and grab them
All right.
on my way down.
All right.
Also,
So
still
it's going to
looking
take
for
some
that.
time.
That's fine.
Still looking for something to swipe on the way out.
During
this chaos.
Yeah, from where you are, the only thing really right now is just the carpets. Right now,
Would rolling one up and like sticking it in my bag work?
It's up to you. If that's what you want to do. So you guys are descending. You descend the tower. It takes you about 3 or 4 minutes before you reach the bottom.
I'm still going out.
Excuse me. Gray, you were reaching about the halfway mark of the tower as you see as Nexador begins to fly out and around the tower and is just looking for what the hell's going on.
Can I try, when I see him, can I try to like squeeze into like a crack in the bricks?
Make a stealth check. He rolled a natural 16 for his perception plus his check. So.
Stealth?
Yes.
That is
actually you're tiny, so I'll give him disadvantage, but he rolled pretty high. Okay. What's your stealth check?
12.
12. Cool. So as you see as he is flying around the tower, you see as you look up as he is beginning to descend and swirl around, and just before he reaches you, he just managed to just crack into the side of just one of the bricks of the tower, and you see as you look out, and he just flies past you as he's continuing to just swirl around the tower.
Okay.
Am I at the top now?
You takes about right about now. Those of you who
How much
have
time
descended,
has elapsed real quick?
about 5-6 minutes.
Okay.
Those of you who have left the tower, you said you're doing what now? Are you doing that?
Okay. Can I make a perception check to make sure, like, during this chaos, is anybody looking?
Any of you guys who is with Gabriel looking?
No. People who work
Guards.
at the tower.
Oh, guards.
Mages,
you
guards,
see?
anybody
Okay, so
there.
reaching the bottom of the tower, you see as the gates that are entering the tower have been opened, as quite a number of guards have begun to make their way towards the tower to figure out what the heck's going on.
Then I won't take it in. I'm not gonna.
No, okay.
If I feel like there's somebody gonna have eyes on me
Yeah.
rolling this carpet up, I'm not gonna do it.
Okay.
You know, it would be really cool.
Yeah.
Never have to walk again.
So it takes you a couple more minutes before you eventually reach the like beach side that the rest of your siblings are in.
Yeah.
You see as they are all just seem to be confused as to what's going on, just looking out and around.
I don't think this is the safest place right now. I don't think outside's a safe spot, but
What's going on?
I have no idea. Just come with me if you want to live.
I hate you. You see as one of them's like, okay, and the other one's just like, we're gonna die. As
Can
they're
you
both
not do
following
that
you.
right
And the
now?
other one just dies of cringe.
Takes their own life.
Both husbands
Wait,
are
all-
like trying to suit their life.
all sisters.
Huh?
It's Michael Thomas. Is Beckett there?
Beckett is there.
Okay, cool.
Beckett is there.
Now let's go.
Okay. Beckett seems to be more calm but cautious than the rest of them. It's just, she's confused and worried about what's going on. All the way down, you see she is constantly like looking up and looking for like either next door
Next.
or.
All I know is next door and Orys went up. There was explosions and other things happening before. But I don't know.
Okay. Orys, as you reach the top of the tower, you see as immediately looking towards the biggest difference you can see right now is just one of the chains that is attached to the horn is just completely gone, and you see there's just a trail of looks like dust that leads from the horn all the way to one of the pillars.
Fuck. Can I make a investigation check, see if I can spot where he went?
Is Jemison with you?
Okay.
Like a trail of blood or something.
There is a puddle of blood, but you see it doesn't go anywhere. It just stops in one spot.
Okay.
But
Insight maybe? See if...
can make a perception check, see if versus that stealth check you rolled.
No.
No.
That's at 11.
No, so you can see it just seems like he either vanished or maybe he is the dust or something, but he is not there up there.
At the balcony, what's going on?
You see as quite a bit as Nexador is flying around. You see as he has at this point reached the top and flown back up to the top of the tower. And as he goes over to the horn and begins to cast the spell, you see as these threads begin to just shoot out from the horn as it just goes and goes down and goes to the sides of the wall. And as it does, you see as those gargoyles that are along the perimeter of the tower just begin to...
Is it Diablo?
I think somehow someone got up here.
How can I help?
I don't know. I don't know. As you see as this one by one these gargoyles begin to just flap their wings and up into the sky. About 8 minutes has passed. What are you doing?
I'm climbing down now that I saw that he flew up. Starting to descend again.
Okay.
I'm keeping an eye out for said gargoyles.
Oh, you see them. There's just, it looks about 20 or 30 of them just fly.
Well, you probably got down further.
around.
How far down, or how much farther down do I have to go?
Judging by the looks of it, you probably got about just under like 80, 90 feet before you reach the bottom.
Alright, I'm not even trying to be stealthy at this point. I'm a frog.
I'm a frog.
Gonna frog it down there.
Just frog it down there?
I'm going to cast Enhance Ability and use Fox's Cunning.
Okay.
So out of my pocket, I grab a little tuft of fur and I guess put it on my hammer and just sort of like cast it on Nexidor. That gives them advantage on intelligence checks.
Intelligence checks?
For an hour, yeah.
Okay. I believe perception is wisdom, but yeah. You want to use what?
He's a wizard, right?
Huh?
He's a wizard, right?
Yeah. Okay. So you see as each of these gargoyles begin to shoot up, and you see as they're all for a while they spiral around the tower and out, and some of them focusing on the immediate area while the rest are looking out towards the city. Okay. As they eventually continue to spiral around, they all eventually make their way up to the top. As they hover above, you see, looking out just around the border of the roof, you see as they all like perch on the side. You see as Nextdoor looks and just almost like ordering each of them, all of you, find whoever did this and bring them to me. As they all just and go out, and see some of them reach and go down to the base, and as they go, about 5 of them reach the bottom, and as you see, as a couple of them are going to different people, and in the chaos of it all. Huh?
How many is there in total? Like 8, you said?
30 in total.
30?
Yes.
Oh, fuck.
They were around the border of. They were around the border of this
I thought it was
gate.
just the ones that are on the tower. Okay.
You see, as a couple of them seem to be going from person to person, looking for something, but they don't. Nothing has happened at this point. At this point,
finding the culprit is important, but what the fuck are you gonna do about the aboleth?
I have no idea. This hasn't happened before. This is uncharted territory.
Do you know what
my
happens?
job is to prevent this
Do you know
from
what
happening.
happens when a prisoner escapes? You know how they feel about who imprisoned them? This is good.
I have to find thing. I have to consult. It's okay. You see, as he begins to fly and he flies into the tower.
Do I need to see him to maintain concentration on his enhanced ability?
I don't know. Do you read the spell?
I'll read it.
But I'm gonna say no. As long as he stays in
doesn't
range.
say anything about
Okay,
yeah.
fine. You see, as the 10 minutes have passed, Gray, as you reach the bottom of the tower, and everyone who is at the bottom, everyone can just feel as the ground begins to shake for a bit.
I think to myself, like, obviously, frog. Obviously, like, towards Zeke. Remember, one of the first promises you made is that you would not hurt the people of this city. We did what you asked. I don't want any more bloodshed. Frog.
A frog.
You see, as the crowd begins to shake. And what are you all doing?
I've got hurt by the hand, and we're getting away from this tower because it seems like
It's
not a good place to be.
Okay.
I'm still
I
frog
see them
form
and
trying to get out.
following with them with my family.
Okay.
I'm still
Where are
frogging,
you?
trying to get
I mean, I left the tower. I guess I'm with them.
Trying to
Can
get
I-
out of
Yeah.
the walls of the tower surrounding it.
Yeah, I think us.
Would I
4
I left
and
the
then
tower,
her
yeah.
family are all fleeing the tower because
Guessing
it
you
does
took
not seem like a
Jennison
safe
with you,
place
right?
to be.
All I gotta say is, did the kid come with me? Did he follow me? 'Cause I didn't like take him.
You're a
seems
father
to-
now.
Apparently.
He seems to be following you at this point. At this time, he's
Kind
following
of
you.
goth him up a little bit.
Yeah, I'll get rid of
I
the.
guess
those
while
little
the
pansy
shit's
waves
going
and
down or everything's shaking, can I get on a carpet and maybe take it out the balcony just so I'm like floating there?
Excelsior!
drops like an.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or does,
So, yeah.
does anything magically stop me from taking the carpet out or no?
No.
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 Alright, so I'll just float there and like observe. what's going on.
All right. So, you guys begin. The rest of you begin to flee and just rush away as far away from the tower as you can get. You see, as the ground begins to continue shaking for a while, and as after a few moments have passed, it begins to settle for a bit. You see, as everyone in the area has just seems to just been just looking around and figuring out what happens, and then you see as these sprouts of water just out from the ground as around the border of this tower. You see as just this water just begins to shoot up and out, and as the ground begins to, in just almost a perfect circle around the tower, begins to shoot. You see as the ground begins to crack, and as people begin to just continue to rush. I need
Can
everyone
I grab the horn?
Huh?
Can I grab the horn? Or is it like attached physically?
It is attached physically.
So I wouldn't be able to pick it up and like take it with me? No?
No, Alex, it seems to be attached to these pillars. As this is happening, everyone on the ground, I'm need you to make an acrobatic saving throw as the ground is beginning to break apart.
Uh-oh.
Let me find frog stats.
Okay.
Actually, wait, no, I retain the same stats, which isn't that.
Nimble as a frog, they say.
Killing it.
Acrobatics? Ooh, 9.
Nine.
6.
Okay.
6.
18?
Okay.
25.
Okay. 9.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fail.
Mm-hmm.
4. That's a fail.
He's in the tower, isn't he?
You're
I'm
fine.
flying.
You're flying. Yeah.
I made a 6.
You made a 6. That's a fail.
Just see a frog just.
18.
18.
25.
That's a pass. 25. That's a pass. So you see as a couple of the rocks begin to just, the ground underneath you begins to just concave, and just the area around this tower as the floor is almost given out underneath you, and a couple of you manage to just move out of the way before the ground starts to give. The rest of you,
How much time has it been?
about 14 minutes at this point. He said it'll start happening around 10 minutes. So about 14 minutes at this point.
I thought he said it. I thought he meant it took 10 minutes for him to help us.
He needed 10 minutes.
He needed 10 minutes.
Made a deal with an asshole.
So that is 14 points of damage to those everyone out who failed. Everyone who succeeded, check no damage. As the
I'll
ground.
juice her back up as soon
Yeah,
as I
okay.
see her drop.
Yup.
Yeah. No!
Okay. So as the ground begins to give, you guys manage to fortunately run far away enough to where the ground gives enough to where it only drops about 30 feet before you reach a bottom as you all fall. And the rest of you those of you who passed managed to jump out of the way before. Can you make an acrobatic saving throw for your sisters?
Also, as soon as I,
Would you
guess
like me
as
to
soon
make-
as soon as I hit the ground, I revert from frog form back into gray.
Okay.
Okay.
Even though a frog really wouldn't take falling damage because they're not heavy
16.
enough.
Shut up.
17.
Hope's dead again.
16, 17.
And 11.
I immediately
11.
had
And
to
11.
cure wounds again.
Roll a d4.
Okay, I'm stealing one of yours.
Oh, yeah, what's about to do?
1.
Cool. So you see as everyone seems to jump out of the way, and as you go and looking around to assess everything, you look and you don't see Beckett.
No!
Not the favorite.
Man,
What are you all
Ryan
doing?
could've died.
What are you all doing?
I'm going
I
to go
told
look for
you.
Beckett.
I'm hitting her with cure wounds and then picking her back up.
All right, everyone, make a perception check.
I'm
all this
coughing
going
my
on.
ass up, or ass off in the fucking dust, like, oh shit.
Are you almost at bias now?
Huh?
While
No,
this was going on,
I
I grabbed the potion from my
Where did
bag,
we fall?
drank it,
I
and I whispered
passed
Neither did I, so where did we fall?
little
I have no idea.
word of healing for myself. Core,
Alright.
give me strength.
All right.
And I already rolled for it. I gained.
Oh wait, you're flying. You don't need to worry about it.
I know.
Okay, just
Still
like
wanted to heal myself.
Okay.
So wait, we fell, so we failed, and we fell somewhere?
I healed.
You fell down
30 feet.
30 feet. You know that you look as you turn around. You look, and there seems to be just a crater to where this tower once was. That's at this point filling with water. As you look, the tower is not there anymore.
I think to myself, like,
The wizard's tower's
you
gone?
said you'd keep us safe. Like,
The wizard tower?
The wizard tower's gone.
I think to myself, you said you'd keep us safe, get us out of here.
That roll?
You wouldn't be here without us.
Not one.
Natural one. You don't see Beckett.
So we're down.
I'm
we're,
screaming.
So wait, we're in
for her.
we're in a cavern that's filling with water.
No, you see behind you. You managed to as you dropped. You managed to drop 30 feet, but you see behind you about 20 feet off as it just begins to just decline into a cavern that is at this point filling with water.
All right. Well, I've hit her with cure wounds, picked her up. We're going to try to get up out of this cavern
Okay.
or whatever the hell we fell into.
All right, make a athletics check to climb up out. Does that,
I told you what I was thinking
Okay.
to Zeke.
so she rolled a 19. You can you hear
You got to roll too. I think.
Iggy.
Oh, okay. Like,
We're like.
You see like another perception check in all this chaos.
You said athletics.
Huh?
You said athletics.
Athletics to climb out. Yes.
Oh shit.
19. All right. So you see as you look and in one of these just fissures that it's just this catastrophe has made. You see as Beckett is at the bottom, and you see as it looks like her legs are like broken at this point.
And Ariel and Ashley are with me.
Yes, those two have made it up.
Are you climbing out with me?
Yeah. I'll take Ariel with me to go down to get Beckett.
All right, make an athletics check.
Is there
both of you.
Is there anybody within 10 feet of us?
There's quite a bit of people within 10 feet. You see as around you is people who are running away from this. Some of them guards, others civilians. Quite a bit of them didn't make it from the fall. Others are trying to as well trying to climb out of this going on.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll just.
Zeke, you said you'd keep us safe if I released you. God
We
damn
both
it.
failed.
No response.
Yeah, we both failed. What did you roll?
Athletics.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you guys make it about 5 feet up before the sides of this wall just give and you just both make it just back down.
Iggy,
We'll just have to wait to try to attempt again.
Iggy made a 14.
This is
for
not a good
roll.
spot. Let's
Ariel
move down 5
made
feet and then try to run.
Huh?
Ariel
Or we
rolled
could
6
just get
for
away from him.
Okay.
athletics. Yeah, climbing
Okay, make an
down.
acrobatics check to see half the damage.
There's a lot of people down
She's
here.
trying to make her way down. Make his
his
way down.
Can I try to take a look at my journal? See if there's
10?
anything in there?
Of what?
Oh, athletics.
There's nothing.
12.
12?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, that's a fail.
sure.
So I'm gonna say he made about 10 feet down before he lost his footing. So he takes
What's the distance?
9 points of
90
damage.
feet?
What's his base HP?
Huh?
What's his base HP?
So it's up,
Yeah.
so, yeah, just
I just have
You
to.
see,
up
he's
30
a
and
guard,
over,
so
yeah,
he's
so we're gonna
kind
play,
of
He's sturdy.
he's
Okay.
kind of sturdy for an
Hypotenuse.
NPC.
More than me, I
Diagonal.
hope.
But Beckett is looking rough. I will say that. Took 30 something damage.
Is it?
Remember from the fall. So she's looking rough.
Okay.
Can I
What are you
pray
doing?
for intervention? I know I don't have that.
Yeah. Okay, you begin to pray. Nothing happened so far.
I cast. I'm with Beckett now. Like we're with her now, or okay. I cast Lesser Restoration on her.
Okay. You see as you begin to cast your spell, as you see as putting together part of your just stuff you've learned and easier ways to like mend the body, and from either watching clerics and other healers, you managed to put together this kit that acts using chemicals very quickly.
They're
to
down
put,
here. They're all kinds of
her back together. And you see as her legs, as you pop them back into place, she lets out this scream as you just manage to just put this just almost like a tourniquet on her. And as it begins to just almost activate, and you see as her wounds begin to slowly heal over. How much you heal? Phil?
She heals for. Condition can be blinded, deaf, and paralyzed, or poisoned. Doesn't say how much. It just heals conditions, not HP.
Oh, not HP? Okay.
Yeah.
So you managed to just get her able to just like walk at this point.
Okay.
But
I look around to see.
you look
What's
around
there?
and you can more hear than see. It's just the sounds of either
Oh, yeah,
people
human, I'm
screaming. It's just the rocks falling, and behind you you see as this crater is just slowly filling up with this water.
Are you good enough to climb? I mean,
I'm not sure. I'm not as strong as you.
I'm not strong.
We don't need an animated death sequence happening right now.
All right, I'm gonna fly. I'm gonna start flying down.
All
See
right.
if I can spot
She's
anybody that
she's
needs help.
gonna do something.
If we can possibly get out of like a 10-foot radius of other people, like in this hole, I want to be able to like cast Thunderstep, so that me and
Ooh.
we can just
Okay.
get out there and not
Okay.
hurt anybody.
Okay, it goes. The range
Climbing's
is
not working
the range
for
is
us.
30 feet. What is
90?
90? Okay, you're fine. Yeah, so
Climbing is not working.
So yeah, with it. So as you see, as you with the two of you, you manage to sense people just back up as they just in panic. They manage to get away from you enough space where you cast the spell. It just everyone can hear this loud.
Now Hope
as
is carrying
light
you
just
flying through the air.
It's more
as
like
this-
a
yeah, almost just like like almost like a bolt of
No,
lightning
I'm
just.
big.
And another at the same time, another similar one on top, just up there.
It's like get back. We have to get out of here.
See you guys.
As you are come flying down, what are you doing?
I want to. Obviously, I see that, but do I see anybody else?
Oh wait, you
hear
hear
a
a big
friend
loud
That you
thunderclap.
recognize? Make a perception check.
You hear a big loud thunder stuff. What you gonna do, Stormy Boy? It's your god.
Perception.
Yeah.
That is a 13.
13. No, I'm sorry. With all this chaos, with the debris and stuff flying
saw her-
everywhere, there's quite a bit of people that's been caught in this, and that's the one that you could directly point out.
I saw her go down because we both
Yeah.
passed the check, but I saw her climb down.
Yes.
Okay, so I see her and both people down there. I want to toss my rope down there. You said it was 30 feet down?
Yes.
All right, cool. So that'll be all right. I'll toss my rope down there
Okay, cool, yeah.
to hope that will
I
help them climb
stay
up.
at the bottom and make sure Ariel and Becky get up before I do.
Okay. Make a athletics check to try and get up.
For both of them?
Yeah.
With advantage or no? Because of the rope? Does the rope help?
Roll.
Beckett makes an 18, and Ariel makes an 8.
Okay.
I don't know how Ariel became a guard.
Ariel,
on his
just
own
again,
2
just
feet.
He knew someone.
Again, he's not a fighting guard; he's a patrolling guard, and you really that's starting to come out as you see as he is just trying to climb up, and again he's trying to lose his footing, and begins to fall. Takes 3 damage as he makes just hits the ground beneath it.
I should have brought Ashley.
Hmm?
I should have brought Ashley.
Yeah. What is everyone doing?
I scribbled in my notebook.
Okay.
We're going to, I suppose, once we thunderstep out of the cavern crevasse, and we're back on like the regular plane. Guess I'm
Okay.
just gonna make a perception check, and I'm just looking around to see what the hell's going on, and possibly us just to like look and wait for our friends, but like kind of taking cover on like maybe the side of a building or something like that.
All right. So you see, as you are looking out, you can see looking towards this catastrophe as some guards are on the side trying to help people get up and out of this, while others are just calling out to loved ones and trying to find them. You see as Ithryl is on the side trying to help with the rope. That's about it. You can make a perception check.
Yeah, 14.
14. Okay. So looking, you manage to see just this silhouette and make it out that it is Orys being just floating above.
I'll start
it's just
helping
being-
whoever's closest. Then
Okay.
Tell me the most.
Orys from above, you can see looking down as this. You can see as the tops, the very top of the tower is beginning to just sink into this pit. What you are helping? You were using your rope
Yeah, to help you.
to help who? Them? Okay. So you can make a strength check, and that will give you and the two of you advantage to your check.
That's a
So roll for you first.
just straight strength.
Straight strength.
14.
Advantage?
14. That's fine.
10.
What's how much do you weigh?
You're like nothing.
95 pounds.
95 pounds. You're
Fine.
good.
You
You
just
know
hold,
what?
hold on.
As
just
long
hold
as you're
up,
100
yeah.
or less.
Just
That's
hold
it.
on to the rope. It'll be fine.
So that gets you, and then roll for the other one.
12.
12. That's with advantage.
Oh, with advantage?
Yeah.
12.
Cool. Okay. That's enough to get him out of there. As he managed to climb up, it's taking you. It is you're not a strong guy. You're a fast guy, and it's taking everything in you to hold it as the two of them climb up this rope.
The passage for guards
I
these
guess
days.
I'll just be yelling out to trying to use thaumaturgy to kind of raise it the level above the chaos and just being like, action faction, rally to my voice. Rally to me. Rally to me.
Yeah.
I look at
I
Iggy.
can't see.
I look at Iggy and I'm like,
You hear, you don't see. Just with all the dust and debris flying through the air, you hear, but you don't see.
I can
it.
see.
And
with
then
me.
I start climbing.
All right. You start what?
I start climbing. Because I had
Oh, you
Beckett
did.
and,
I thought Beckett made it up already.
oh, she did?
Yeah, I
Then-
thought it
okay,
was-
then yeah, then I'm up.
Yeah. What are you doing?
I wrote my journal.
Okay.
That's
That's
good.
it?
Also,
I'm
the
gonna
water,
start climbing
Take
up the
time
fucking
to-
wall.
the water is pooling around his ankles. Just
I
right
have
in
the
his
wall.
journal.
All right, make an athletics check.
I have proficiency in.
Cool.
Climbing.
Making a flex check.
With my claws.
Oh wait, you have a climbing speed?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're fine then. Yeah.
Wow.
If you got a climbing speed,
Yeah.
you got a climbing
Yeah.
speed. That's how it works.
I'm trying to like see this like visually, so it's like a constant like there's an earthquake happening. Just
No, the earthquake stopped for it. There was an earthquake for a while, and then when the earthquake stopped, just these fissures of water just shot from the ground and just in this almost perfect circle around the tower. Once that happened, you see as the tower and all this center just began to just pummel and just collapse
so
into
it's
the
almost
ground.
like being swallowed.
Yes, almost like being swallowed into the ground.
So there's like walls of like water.
No, that stopped for walls of water stopped, and then at this point, this just hole in the center of the city has just begun to slowly fill with water. So you may get out with your climb speed. It takes you a bit, but you manage to get out.
Do I see anyone within my immediate distance? Or
Make a perception check.
perception. 14.
14. No.
All right, I'm gonna wild shape.
Nothing that no one that you know. No, sir.
Okay, I'm gonna wild shape into a dog that looks exactly like Toon.
Okay.
Ooh.
Why are you giving me false hope like that?
Low blow, man.
All right.
And I heard him scream out, right?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna start running in that direction.
Okay. So it takes a bit for everyone to congregate back together. As you all are reaching each other, you see his Toon rushes towards you.
I run up and hug him.
Oh my god.
I have backup before you can put your arms around me.
Toon!
And then I look at is everyone there? Everyone's
Yep.
together?
Everyone
Yes.
was probably Orys. Orys, did you come over?
I thought Orys. Oh, I thought you went and followed the voice. Oh, you didn't go.
I
Okay.
can.
Sorry.
Yes, I do.
If you did say you wanted to just help people. I didn't know if you wanted to follow his voice or not, but you are in the process of trying to help people get out of this fissure who've fallen in and whatnot.
But I'm gonna.
So everyone is there, but Orys.
Before anybody grabs me, like, I'm gonna back up and like
what?
do this dog head thing, and then run off towards the nearest exit of the town.
I think he wants us to follow him.
I look at my.
Follow him. Follow Toon.
What about Orys?
I'm not stopping to wait for you guys. Just our Toon's not stopping.
We go now or we don't?
What's here?
Beckett. Orys is still here, and
Maybe Toon knows where Gray and Orys are. That's why he came to get us.
do you guys want to follow me? I don't like right now. It's just in chaos.
I guess there's no one else to go.
Then come.
Let's go. I'm
So,
running.
Yeah,
am
let's
I
go.
able to see Orys right now? Was I able to see Orys right now?
Make a perception check. He didn't go with you guys, so make a perception check. He's in the process of helping people.
Nope, 7.
7?
Okay.
No, it's just too much debris flying everywhere.
I don't know. I can't.
So,
He saved my life. I can't go without.
I did probably hear him, but I am helping people, so if it's under 50, I'll go towards them. If it's over 50, I'll help people.
Go 1.
17.
17, you're helping people.
No, I go towards them.
17.
If it's under 17, yeah.
I thought you said if it's under 15, I'll go help them. I'll go with them.
50.
50.
If it's under 50.
Oh, that was a percentage. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. Okay, gotcha. Okay, so it takes a bit between your inner.
I'll help the last person.
Yeah, help it out. It takes a bit, and just as you say this, you can see as this silhouette is flying towards you, Orys.
There he is.
I'm still running.
Orys, we're following Toon out of the town. I think.
Do I see Tim?
You're not. You see,
Calling.
the rest of you saw the direction that he ran in, but you don't see him.
Let's go. Go.
Okay,
Am I
we'll go.
as fast as they are on the carpet?
I'm guessing Jennison's
No.
following you.
No, I'll get off the carpet
Sure, why
and
not?
hold it up.
Run that
My
button.
son.
Okay.
Run.
Is my adopted son with us still?
Huh?
Is Jennison?
He is with you.
Isn't he crippled?
Oh, my bad. Yeah.
Dragging him by the
He
collar.
is, yeah, he has a walk. He has a running speed of 10. So
How big is he?
huh?
Do you need
He's
assistance?
young. He's young.
He's like that kid.
Throwing him like over my fucking shoulder. I'm running.
Huh?
I'm just gonna throw him over my shoulder.
Knock him in the middle.
Okay. Okay.
Stevie.
So, you all.
Inhaler.
So tired.
Is this the time? So, all of you begin to rush towards in the direction. Where are you going, Graham? Where are you leading them?
I'm trying to find the nearest exit. to
Okay, so the
this.
nearest exit to the city is the only exit to the city, which is the front gates.
No.
No way. I thought there was like 4.
I'm
There's
probably
the only official exit. There's one way in and out of the city that most people know of. You guys went through an alternate entrance that the guards use, but that's about
So
it.
That
I'm
was also a
guessing
drug
while
bust.
we're running, I'm probably screaming at the group, just like, this must be Aklis. It has to be Aklis attacking the city or something.
But why would?
Because that's the only thing I would think would like happen. Like,
Yeah.
But why would he attack? Like.
Because he's a fucking god that hates things. I don't know.
Bark.
But we're running. But we're running.
Where?
Okay.
I don't
See,
trust
see a
that
town
tune.
crier.
I'm just like.
It was Aklis.
I just want to fucking
Yes, you
It's
do.
okay.
You do have
It's
2
okay.
points of
It's okay.
exhaustion. You do have 2 points of exhaustion, by the way, which I should. I'm not gonna put it against you from coming back, but don't worry about it. You all eventually make your way towards the entrance. You see, it takes quite a bit longer than normal, just from the crowds of people trying to rush through and rush in the same direction as you all are going towards the entrance. You see, as guards are trying to just siphon people out of the city and get help up. You can hear and just see as some people in the process is just trying to just pick up people who have fallen and just trying to keep as less people from being trampled out. You make your way to the entrance, and as you cross the bridge, You see that there is the bridge that actually is over the chasm that is at the entrance has also collapsed. And you see as people, like a sort of like makeshift sets of wooden planks have been set up to try and just makeshift way across, as people are just trying to quickly but as safely as they can make their way across. Enter, huh?
Like a gangway.
Sure. As they are trying to make their way across out of the city. It takes a little over 3 hours before you all reach the fields outside of the entrance of Ora Road. As everyone gathers and looks towards the city and see the big gap in the sky where the tower once stood. That's where we're going to take a break.
It was that close. I tell you.
And we're back. So, where we left off, the party had, through some quick thinking and clever use of certain spells, managed to alert Orys and Nexador and get them back to the tower in time to bring Hope back from death's grasp. Rushing down to the lower floors of the tower, you managed to get Orys to a place where he could firmly breathe until he finally figured out a way to remove the affliction. Spending your time in the tower, reflecting on recent events and considering what is to happen next, Gray made his way to the top of the tower and fulfilled his end of the bargain with the Aboleth to free him in exchange for aid with Aklis. The events that followed resulted in catastrophe for Ora Road, with the collapsing of the Wizard's Tower along with the sinkhole, which took along with it the lives of many citizens and bystanders.
Probably thousands in the Underdark as well.
You all have made your way out of the city. You can see as the tower has at this point completely submerged under the ground, and as it does, you just hear as from the distance as 3 more of these fumes of smoke as these towers.
Oh well, don't know what happened.
No point crying, we're still milking all that.
Wait, I'm
As
sorry. You said the plumes of smoke are coming
from these mountains off in the distance.
All of the chains are broken. All of the things are out now. Good thing the Kraken's in the water.
We're just all in the city now.
As people stand and look out and they're in the mountain, you see as there's this uneasiness around as people are wondering what's going to happen next. Are they going to need to flee for their lives again, or what happens? But you hear as this unsettledness continues, and the quiet and the stir is just broken as you see as this pillar of flame shoots up. And you see as this massive red dragon just through the mountain and just starts flying off and away. And just as quickly,
Which direction?
to the east. As quickly as you saw him come, he seems to be gone. That's it.
Thomas.
Did Aklis just
I'm
do all
checking
that?
on Thomas.
While everyone's while everyone's looking away, I'm running off into the bush
I
to
didn't know.
change
It wasn't
back.
Aklis.
I didn't know.
Into what?
Change back into gray.
Okay.
Somebody released the Aboleth
That somebody could have. You
No.
think that somebody could have been Aklis?
because I was up there at the top of the tower. One of the chains was cut. Blood everywhere.
What does that
I
mean?
mean-
Chains?
The horn at the top of the tower, I believe, is the key that was holding in
How's
Aklis
Thomas?
and
Just
the
this
other
blank,
horsemen of the apocalypse.
dead stare into the abyss. It's just
And the abyss is staring right back.
I get the feeling that it was Gray.
You wouldn't know that.
I
You
got
wouldn't know that.
Where is
That
Gray?
would not be.
Where is Gray?
That wouldn't be.
Where is Gray?
Dude, you were sitting in a lake.
Okay, I'll have Michael deal with Thomas, and
We don't know. The whole
I
town
check
went
on
to
Jennison,
shit.
'cause
Greg had been
child.
crushed by a rock.
I went up there to look.
Child's fine.
how's Jennison?
Jennison is just looking around.
I mean, if you
You
couldn't
can
tell
tell
the
at this
entire
point
town
he isn't.
turned into a
He
giant
says he's
crater.
in the process of looking for his family. And this massive crowd of
Jennison,
people.
stay close, please.
And he needs to find them.
I know, but you can't be by yourself. You're better off with us.
Make a persuasion check.
I'm gonna speak in Celestial. We'll find them when the chaos cools down. It's too dangerous to go back in there now. It's going to do more damage.
You can do with advantage.
Here's hoping. 11.
11. I have to find them. I don't know if they made it out. I have to go.
Jettison.
They'll
Is there any
find
sort
us.
of protocols that your parents told you about in case of emergencies?
To not like this.
Okay.
If
what
in
did
case
they
of an
tell you?
attack on city, to go to the tower.
Well, the
Anything
tower
else?
is gone.
Anything else?
No.
Where would your mom go? Where would your dad go?
The tower. To the tower.
Assuming there's no tower.
You guys never had
This-
backup plan?
maybe
Towers up
home.
here.
Maybe home. Maybe
How
they're
far-
probably
how
out
far
looking
is it?
for me.
How far is that?
Outside of the city hall.
Is that towards the destruction?
It is.
Yeah.
Look, I'll go with you, but we have to make sure. We have to.
Let's regroup. Let's
We have to
calm down a
regroup,
second. Let's
okay?
breathe. We can't go rushing in because what if you get hurt?
We will get help. Okay.
What if your parents already left and are looking for you outside
There's
the
very
city?
little you can do. There's a lot more we can do as a group. Okay. Let's regroup.
Make another persuasion check.
Where the hell would the
Natural 20.
That's just trying. See, he like kind of like looks and just as he spends a bit of time, just think over everything.
I
He's actually
promise
just
you, I'll help you.
he just nods.
where would the what was it called? The 8 pieces of the chain or something like that? Where would that
Six pieces.
Where would that be in the tower or would that be somewhere else?
I don't even know. He said, I'll give it to you when you get the other 5 pieces.
Well, I'm just
So we're
saying.
shit out of luck right now.
Yeah.
Honestly, let's just take it one step at a time. The city is a lot more immediate need than the world.
Yes. I mean, how are they? Are they shooing people out of the city? Are there like horses, caravans, and what's like
You
going
see,
on?
outside the gates, the guards are in the process of trying to help again people cross this like chasm that is just used as the primary form of defense outside. And the guards are in the still process. People are still trying to evacuate the city. At this point, it's not everyone has gotten out. Other people are in the process of just looking for looking for loved ones and stuff like that.
Are we
Are
better?
are the guards also freaking out, or are they directing people?
I think it's more direction.
Okay. Can I walk up to them and ask one of them who is in command right now?
There's no one. Maybe I don't know if the captain made it out. We were just trying to make sure that everyone is trying to get out of the city right now.
Okay.
So we
Would it
saw
be-
a red dragon fly out of a mountain.
Guys, would it be best to set up at least a small camp for us to like, take a short rest?
We could
I
do that
think so.
once we're out of the city.
We're already out of the city.
Oh, we are?
Yes.
Yeah, everyone. This is all happening
still going
outside
to
of the
the
city. Yeah, this is everyone's been evacuating the city. You guys are outside in the fields.
Like, let's get
outside
a
the city.
few more, like, 50 feet away and start, like, actually setting up.
I agree. Probably gonna need a space for the wounded.
As this is going on, Gray, you hear the sound of Ezekiel in your head. As promised, I will help you in one of the ways against Actus. Your friends will be returned to you. Head to the east of the city, towards the nearest outpost, and they will be there by tomorrow morning. Yeah.
You told me you wouldn't hurt anybody.
I told you I wouldn't hurt anyone who didn't deserve it.
All right. I mean, you obviously fooled me. I should have known this was going to happen, but I won't be contacting you until I absolutely need that favor from you. So
As you wish.
That way. And then I'm going to, I guess, start walking back to the group.
Make a perception check to find them, because you all kind of split.
You still
Actually, sorry. Actually, no. You left with them. Sorry. So
you still
yeah.
doing-dogging?
No, he went to a bush and flashed forward back.
Yeah, when everybody was looking at the dragon shit coming out of it, but
Yeah, you made it out.
I run up and hug him.
I'm just like feeling real
You
stiff,
get hugged.
and I'm also almost like halfway dead right now. I'm like very visibly bleeding.
Do I smell frog?
But did you guys see what happened?
Heard, saw.
The earth shook and opened up and ate the tower.
Yeah, I know.
There's a dragon flying around now.
Where did you go?
I didn't see the dragon, correct?
Oh, you saw the dragon.
Oh, shit.
Hard miss that big boy.
Yeah.
Big boy.
Where did I go? I got knocked off the top of the tower when...
Inside check.
Like a deception check.
16.
Deception?
Yeah.
1.
He's very. You can tell that was a blatant lie.
I'm just hanging out there all of a sudden.
No eye contact, no nothing.
We should head to the next outpost. We should get away from the city.
No, we're setting up here, and we're helping these people.
Helping these people in what way?
Any way we can.
Do I know how far away the next outpost is?
Make a wisdom check.
11.
11. Wait. What do you mean by outpost?
Where he said that.
To the east.
Where he said the tower where you guys first met. The guards.
The dwarf and the elf.
The dwarf and the elf. He says head to the east towards that tower, and by tomorrow that's where the elf will be.
All right. What do you need? Any materials or anything? I have.
Yeah, anything you can collect.
Gray, how are you
Sure,
looking?
there's gonna be
Oh wait,
a
no,
lot
I
of
can't do
wounded
anything.
here.
I'm looking not well, but
Is there anyone who is like looking like they need immediately?
A lot of people.
Okay. I guess I'll just go up to the nearest person, heal them.
okay. I'll stay here for now. Here's 2 healing potions, and then I still have.
Do you have my pearl?
Yep.
How
Give
long
it back
did,
to you, and then I still have.
Those 10
quite a
hit points
few
last that I
healing.
had. Those long gone, I
Oh,
assume?
yeah,
Yeah, I
those
figured.
are
I
long
figured.
gone.
I guess I'll play a song of rest while these people are once the chaos starts to die down and people are taking short rests, long rests, whatever it might be. I'll be playing just some songs on the flute,
Some
I'll
soft
set
rock.
up my tent
So,
for.
Some soft rock.
some soft yaz on the flute.
I have 9 spell slots worth of healing spells that I can do.
Okay.
Healing you good.
I'll be setting up my tent for my family.
Healing you softly.
And I'll just try to make people as comfortable as I can.
I healing you softly.
I guess do spare the dying on anybody who might need it.
Okay. So you guys go throughout the crowds and do as much as you can to help. You do manage to get to a couple of people in just like in the nick of time as they were being lost. You managed to save about 3 people's lives before they died of their wounds or whatnot. But as this is going on, about an hour in, you see as a figure flying through the sky, this human figure on one of the carpets, as next to the door, is making his way to you guys. You see on a carpet behind him, you see as there seemed to be a white-robed figure, just completely head to toe, just white.
Wait, but looks like a human? Humanoid at least?
Humanoid, yeah.
Obviously can't see it, but like a human
That-
shape.
Wings? Wings? Does it have wings?
No wings.
Not that we know of.
It's an angel.
You see as he,
Male person or just human?
you can't tell. Just the robes and it's got a hood over. You can't really see much, but you see as okay, cool. He's able to find you and bring you together as that was unfortunate. I'm sorry to everyone that I failed you all in keeping the city safe. I will not do that again. Accompanying me, this is Maester Artis from Centurietti. If you wish to make your claim to her, now would be the time.
That's it. This is
You see as he gestures to this person wearing white.
Maester.
You see as this person steps up and takes the hood off. You see as this very light blonde-haired high elf steps up and takes off their hood. Female, stand as she looks to each of you. She hasn't said a word yet, though.
What are your intentions? Why are you here?
See, she looks over to Nexador. She's here to help me fix the situation.
I repeat it in Elvish.
Didn't say anything.
Well, you are from Centurietti. That is good because we have been trying to make our way to Centurietti for some time now to hopefully find a solution to this world's biggest problem. And I have a strange scratch in the back of my head that this whole event might have been choreographed by the said figure involved, Aklis.
And why are you the ones that will take down Aklis? You see, she speaks in a very soft, quiet voice.
We were there when he got out.
There seems to be some kind of prophecy that puts us in the middle of everything.
On top of that, Nexador, we weren't really being honest with you with what we saw down there when we got the water to help Hope with the drow. We kind of got lost on our way back, and we ran into a thing with. We met one of the vampire lords. There's supposed to be 3, am I right?
Yeah.
2 of them were long gone when we got there. Prior to this mess, so they probably had a hand in this, or it could be Aklis, or a combination of the 2.
You see, as the maester is kind of like just staring at Nexador at this point.
And I don't think that has to do anything with you.
2 dead winged humanoids in the cave as well.
I had
Do you know the name Silas?
Golden swords.
Insight check on her reaction on that.
She does not. And you don't need to make an inside check. She's being honest.
Silas is a mage hired by some of the lords from Centurietti, who was the one who freed the 2 other vampire lords.
They're creating an army in Bendel, underneath Bendel at least.
What is that? What's the organization? Starts with an
Followers
M.
of Malak.
Malak.
Followers of Malak.
I know of who the followers of Warlock are. What are the names of the Silas character? Is he acting?
He was a wizard.
Hmm?
He's now dead. Oh, I'm sorry. No, he's.
Is he locked
Take
up?
that
in-
back. Yeah, he is.
Locked up?
He's under.
He's in with
He's under guard in Bindle by the guild.
But the guilds,
By the guild.
yeah, just by the guilds.
The guilds.
Yeah.
Again, I don't think this next door. I don't think that's your fault. Like you did all you could. You protected the city as best you can. You can't do everything.
Thousands of years, my family has successfully watched over this city, and nothing has happened before, and on my watch it has.
But
Shit
your family
happens.
did not have a
But
old god who's trying to exact revenge on the world running around, poisoning the minds of people, using them.
Nonetheless, it is up to me to fix it,
Exactly.
which is why she's here.
but could you please not try to like take all the blame? Like I said, shit happens.
I can't. You see, she turns to him. Have you said your goodbyes? You see,
Goodbyes?
Where is? You see, she looks around and finds Jennison. Jennison's on the side, just looking confused. She leans down. I'm going to need you to look after yourself and your parents from here on out. I won't be here to protect you from the world and everything in it. Just remember what I've taught you and keep that on. And you see, he like presses towards his chest. You see, as he looks to the rest of you. If you are this world's hope, I will ask that you finish what you came here to do. See, as he reaches into his pocket and hands you, reaches and pulls out the horn.
The what?
The horn.
I'll take it.
Yep.
Oh, I thought this thing was like.
No.
No? Oh,
No.
okay.
Where are
What do
they
you
taking
mean? What do you mean by goodbyes?
He's sacrificing himself
For what?
to undo this damage.
He kind of just nods.
Can't
Is
we
this-
make some sort of?
Is this one of the parts of the chain?
You will need to get the rest. It's served all the purpose it can at this point for Aura Road, so hopefully it can continue its purpose with you all.
Can't you take him back to Centurietti and have him help us through our trials? I asked her.
Shakes her head now.
Is there a chance that we're going to be able to get to Centuriati?
We will guard it with our life.
I will take what you have given me and bring it to my council, and should they deem you worthy, you will be allowed access to Centuriati.
Don't
My
think,
parents are
don't
already
think being
there.
worthy matters when there is a god who wants to exact revenge on the world that scorned him.
You're gonna want to watch out for Lord Hegan, Lord Plope, and Lord Maganite.
Do not.
Those are the three.
Those are three
who were
lords of Maricor, not Centuriati. But I will look into it. Are you ready? And she looks. She turns to him. All right, let's go. So they each get step onto one of the carpets to be able to fly back into the city.
Oh wait, there's just one more. Missed. They're gone. Well, for whatever reason, we're still not any closer to getting to Centuriati. But I suppose now you hold one of these 6 pieces of the. I thought it was an actual chain, but it does not appear to be just a chain.
Yeah.
Where is the next place
One's-
that will have a piece of this?
The Withian Empire.
The Dorwithian Empire. Does anyone have connections to the Dorwithian Empire? Know their people, their language, their culture?
They're elven.
Ah. Are they full elves?
Yep.
One's in Bindle.
I feel like Bindle's going to be one of the hardest ones to acquire. They are very high on their cells.
Do you wish to go back to Bindle?
Well, I work with the guild. I mean, more
But I
like
mean,
over
if
there.
you cannot tell, they are very.
On top of that, the other shit that's going on, like, you know, the
I feel like
underground vampire army and
Bindle,
other shit.
but might be more pressing to get back to because the longer we wait, the bigger that problem is going to get.
There's also east, wherever that dragon went to.
So everything in that mountain that was being
There-
contained is out now.
There's no. Every point you could look at, it's just gonna be a bad thing. It's like, if we go through, are any of us gonna make it out? Are we all gonna be okay?
I think we gave up
We
on
just
that
we
choice
just
a long
we
time ago.
just got Hope back. Are we ready to lose her or anyone else?
Right.
The more I'm,
Get on a boat and we sail.
the more I'm starting to.
Oh, the
feel-
kraken!
away.
Are they cracking in these waters?
Oh God, I forgot about that.
Skyship.
Sky ships.
Dragon. Oh, red dragon.
Oh shit, dragon.
The more I get the feeling that
From the mountains.
Iggy's just like crying, laughing right now.
the chances of us surviving this ordeal is none. We're close to none. The
Gods have deserted us from what it feels like.
Oh yeah.
I just, when you guys,
yeah.
when you guys
In
said, I
doing
just,
that-
I just laugh and I spit on the ground.
they've decided our fate.
Well, I couldn't get us all to Bindle right now, at this moment, if we wanted to.
I'd
We
rather
could
just
start
help him.
there.
I want to help. You should be helping too.
I just spent all my fucking spell slots healing and shit.
I look at you with the coldest stare you've ever gotten.
Hello, I'm right here. No one stays colder than me, bud.
Ice cold.
All right. So how many days are we going to commit to staying here,
Well,
making sure that are okay?
Let's see what happens, I guess.
Because we won't be able to restock, so our stay has to be short. Like, we're not gonna take from whatever supplies left.
All right,
No.
well, we'll help out and.
I mean, they
figure this out in the
do
morning.
have a government here. They have a system.
Where's
We
their
don't-
government now?
I don't know. Find the mayor. See what his plan is.
What is there anything else going on while this is happening? Did they leave? Did they fly away? Did they?
They flew towards the city and back into the city.
I do want to head back into the city in the morning, just
as
to.
you- As you guys are discussing, you see as this massive beam of light just shoots up from the center of where the tower once stood. You see as the light begins to just, as it penetrates the sky, you see as it begins to glow and grow and grow until it encompasses the center and the outskirts of the city and quickly expand out. Your vision all begins to deteriorate and go away. And as vision returns, you are at this point standing at the base of the Wizard's Tower.
What?
Does it still look like the same time of day it was before?
Yes.
Do I know?
Pinch me.
Do I know what this
Pinch.
was?
Ow.
Make,
You asked me to.
make a Arcana check. DC's 18.
Is it still in the same?
18, you
Can I
said?
make one as well?
Yeah.
Beckett.
13.
Ew, are they next to me or?
Yes. You see Becca's next to you. You see her wounds are completely healed up. Actually, never fell.
I look at Jensen. What the hell?
Do you
gives?
remember falling?
What gives?
Yeah.
I pinch her.
She says she remembers. She pinched her. Oh! What the hell, Iggy?
It's
Checking.
It's daytime, right?
It is daytime. You see, looking around, you see as there seems the same crowd
Is there
that stood
destruction?
outside of the Wizard's Tower before it crumbled.
I'm getting the
you
feeling
see
like
as-
there's like a huge like magical like feeling or
After thing?
vibration going on. Right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk off to the side and just throw up.
Yeah, I'm just
Yep.
looking at Jensen and being like, "Yo, what gives? What the hell just happened?"
he's just as clueless. You see you look around and you see some people standing around you. Some people which, those of you who tried to dodge out of the way, you saw people fall into the ground and didn't make it. You see them standing.
I want to look for
there.
his parents. Do I see his parents anywhere?
No.
No.
I'll go inside the tower.
Are they just standing there, like blank stare, or just?
They are all looking confused and looking around. Going inside the tower, you see as it appears to be this tall, hollow tower.
Can I?
There's no carpets going up and down?
Just
There's no
hollow,
libraries?
Hollow, just hollow.
Books?
No books.
Being
no
rebuilt,
nothing.
not all at once.
Do I still have the book in my possession that I had from the tower?
The Underdark one.
No, it
Put it up in the
disappeared.
carpet.
It is gone.
Do I still have my carpet? Did I take it away?
You do not.
The horn.
I'm done throwing
The
up.
horn is there.
Well,
It was some really powerful spell, Gabriel, I'm pretty sure. And I'm pretty sure that Nexador is the one who,
Brought all
Cast
these
it.
people back.
well,
at the cost of his life.
But
it was
why are we here?
very selfless of him, very good for him, but too bad he lost his life. Now, Jennison, is this what you're going to have to pick up? Is this now your responsibility? Is this your tower?
I don't think I'm ready for that.
Don't worry about that. Yeah, that's not your responsibility.
I mean, he was a protege.
He's
on.
a child.
Child as well.
Let's go find your parents. And I guess if you're not carrying him, I'll carry him.
I'll go with you. Yeah.
There's a lot of people to check on. Wow.
Meet you at your house? Or at
Beckett's house, yeah.
Beckett's house?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to Beckett's house with everyone and then dart off to the Raven Queen Temple.
I'll go with you.
Okay.
You make your way towards Beckett's house. Those of you taking the kid home.
Did that elven lady say her name?
Magic Meister
Mage.
Maester.
This is Maid, wasn't
It
it?
was Maester.
Make a wisdom check.
Wait, which was the elven lady?
Fuck.
Was
The
No.
elven lady, yeah.
Yeah.
It's Maester something.
12.
That's what
Maester
Maester
12.
Artana. Maester Artana.
Artana?
Yeah.
We're butchering that name. It's only 12.
So, wasn't that long ago, but
Someone write that down, please.
So it's just a moment.
Okay. Artana.
she looked. What? So, who's taking the kid home? Who's heading to Beckett's house and
Kid.
someone else?
We're going.
Kid, Beckett, kid.
Beckett.
No, kid, Beckett, kid,
I suppose the kid.
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 So those of you who are taking him home, you see as you begin to head out of the eastern exit from the Wizard's Tower and begin to head through the Noble Living District. Very quickly, as you are leaving through, you can see as an array of guards, along with his parents, are beginning to head towards your direction as they are rushing. As they arrive, you see, just as before, with this just empty, just blank expression, his mother is just there, just following along. But his father does rush up and just hug him, and the two hug each other for a bit, and just stand there crying.
How many guards are around him?
There's about 8 guards at this point.
Are you guys all accounted for?
They just nod as they're crying and they're braced. The mother eventually just walks over and just puts her hand on their shoulder.
I think Nexador restored the city, but
At the cost of his life.
they there too? I don't think he will be back.
The tower is there, but the tower is empty.
I don't know.
What happens now?
We need to call upon our allies. See who we can bring in to. Hate to call it this, but take his place to re-defend ourselves against magical attacks. The city right now is fortified and ready for a physical attack, but should magic be involved, he was our first and only real source of defense.
Can I take an insight check to see, like, if he actually cares about the magic of the tower and all that stuff, or is he more about, like, being the mayor and in power of the city?
Yeah, make an insight check.
11.
He seems to be genuine, but
Anywhere we can help.
I cannot. Do you know any powerful wizards that are willing to dedicate his life to protecting the city?
Your son is one.
My son.
Know when you're ready.
My son was taught by Exeter for his life, but he's not a warrior, not a fighter. If a battle is to come, he can't take on an army by himself.
I see him looking at me funny. I see him looking at me funny at all.
No, he's being genuine at this point, but right. Worried about his son for the most part.
Well, it could be a good idea if, meanwhile,
You can reach. Who are your allies? Are you?
Right now, everyone, but that is, I take that at face value now that we're defenseless. So we will reach out to the mages of Centauri and see what they can offer us and figure out who can keep us safe. But I'm just happy that my family is back.
careful with your underground. There's a lot of drow living right underneath the city. They're amongst your people already, but I'm not sure if they're still tied to the underground.
Okay. I will have the gods look at it, look into it.
Don't treat them as enemies. They might be interested in helping if you'll allow them to live amongst you.
Gabriel, you see as this is going on at this point, his wife is just staring at you. What are the rest of you doing who are here?
What are you doing since you're there?
I was going to talk to him, but I don't want to talk to him with all the people around.
Yes, that's what I need right now.
What did you say?
She's like, you looking at my man?
Is the mayor's, like, is your home, is the mayor's office still standing?
Everything seems to be fine. Nothing seems to be broken. Nothing on the way here or anything.
Well, you're going to be busy for the next several hours, obviously, but if I get a chance to before I leave, I'd like to have a word in private.
Go persuasion check with advantage.
He personally saved Jennison while the destruction was going on.
22.
I would be sure to make time.
And then before that, he literally killed him.
I will say,
He literally killed Jennison, but you know, he's
I will
back
take
now.
a step closer
Okay.
to her,
Alright.
and I will say in Infernal, just to see if I get a reaction. Like, do you know me?
Blank expression.
She doesn't respond to the
Nothing.
Infernal.
Nothing. Blank expression.
Alright, let's step back.
Well, should we head back for now?
Yes, it seems that the city has been restored technically.
Structurally, at least.
Yes, like I said, like I mentioned, they do have their governments. Do we? You said you were interested in heading back to Bendel.
Why don't we talk about that in the morning once we
Wait, isn't he?
I'm
settle?
not there.
He's
Oh,
not
you're
here.
not? Okay.
Yeah.
Shit.
Jennison, are you able to cast a sending spell?
Ooh, shit. This all just happened. Everything came back.
There you go. Now he's getting it.
What?
Yeah, everything came back as normal.
Yes. Do you know what it could mean?
No, I doubt that. I doubt
Okay.
that.
Just thought I would say it.
Sending? No.
Or message? No.
Message? Yes.
And what's the distance on that? While you have it out.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have it prepared, but
Message is like 90 feet, I thought.
Police.
60 or 90.
Message. You target range 120 feet.
Mm.
Alright, well, I'll see you. I'll see you tomorrow. I'm gonna try to get some sending spell sheets so that in case you ever need us, you can contact us as soon as possible.
Just nods.
But it sounds like we're gonna be traveling out of town. But I'll see you tomorrow.
He seems to like have like a lot of questions, but given the circumstance,
We can talk tomorrow.
he kind of like nods.
I'm gonna say to him, "You're a brave little man." Hug him.
Thank you. He hugs you. You can feel like tears on your shoulder. Oops. But
I'm gonna make a gesture towards his chest. Remember what Nextdoor told you.
nods. He's
Not
at
put
this
a
point
knife
just
through it.
visibly
Remember what I told you, little.
visibly crying at there, but he just nods.
Shall we?
All right.
Let's go.
So, the rest of you, in making your way towards to Beckett's home, leaving the tower, you head south. And relatively quickly, you reach her house in about 20 minutes. You see it is just as you left it before, unscathed, and aside from the immediate damage from the attack.
Ithryl, you plan on, I think
all
I heard you say you were going to
All back
meet
to
with
Beckett
the
then?
mayor?
Those who
Private?
went to Beckett's. This is happening at the same time.
I need you to do me a favor. I don't think I'm going to be there, and you'll probably just be there by yourself. But I need you to ask him if he knows something about me that I don't, because it seems that he recognizes me in a very strange way, and I don't know who he is or his wife. They look at me very
I have a
keen.
theory on that. I'll see if I can find out any information, but I could wager a guess.
I
But I don't wanna.
appreciate it.
Okay, so are all of us now back at Beckett's?
No,
No, this is happening while they are talking. You guys made your way to
Okay,
Beckett's.
So, after we drop them off,
Beckett. And Michael and Thomas too. I don't know if you're gonna go back to your houses to see if everything's fine or not. Probably is, since everything else is fine. Can you give me your letters from our parents? I'll be stopping by, but I need all your letters from our parents.
Yeah, can do that.
Thank you. And then to the Raven Queen Temple.
Thomas is like, I can't do that.
Copy them!
I got rid of them. They were so sad. I can't do it.
I look at Michael.
I tried to tell her not to do it.
Copy them.
I have mine, but she lost her. She got rid of them.
I just leave.
The pumping vein on the side of Iggy's head. Just
I'm sorry. It's just
Stop
like,
crying.
Past 2 months. For not.
so.
This is why my blood pressure's high.
you just have that huge mushroom vein.
so I'll follow her out. On the way out, though, I have to go take care of something. Do you want to come with me, or do you want to go to the Raven Queen's temple by yourself?
What do you have to take care of?
Decide if you want to come or not.
It sounds very vague. How long is it gonna take? Can it be
To
done?
the thing?
To get there from here,
Yeah.
is gonna take a long time.
Real
Too long to say the least.
High and by to see if
Because you
anything's
have to
like
leave through the
disarray.
front of the city
Alright,
and walk
so-
all the way around the perimeter of the city to get to the back of the city.
You can't scale the wall.
I mean, if you want to scale a wall.
So,
I
I guess
haven't
I'll
made
go
any
with
bad
the-
decisions today.
Yeah, right?
I'll go with the, or go with you, the Raven Queen. since
Okay.
Right,
I'm
so
like
you-
running in.
Okay, so are you bursting
Yep,
through?
bursting
Yeah.
through.
Okay. So you see as you make it through to the Raven's Queen Temple, burst through the door, through into his inner sanctum. You see as he is just kneeling in front of the bird perch. You see as a raven is just sitting there. As you come in, you see as it looks up.
Hi.
But he is just sitting there like meditating. He doesn't say anything as you.
And then, like, I'm guessing when I was running through the temple, everything was just fine.
Hmm?
Despite the time rewinding, basically, people now that were dead are not dead.
Yes, you can tell that there's a uneasiness to everyone in the city as everyone remembers what happened, but they're all
he
just trying to
die?
they're all just trying to like put it together.
He'd really hate that.
But you see as he stands up after about a minute in there, you just sitting and kneeling in front of it. He stands and looks to you.
Hi. I didn't die this time, so you don't have to be mad at me. Are you good? And everyone else here good?
Some of them are.
Hmm?
Some of them are. How can I help you with me?
Just checking up on you, but considering, yeah. Well, so that's all. Wanted to see if the temple was still in one piece and not in chaos. But that's all.
There's a divide in us now. Many of us did die, and the fact that we are back right now, myself included, is creating uneasiness among the others and self-doubt in our own selves.
I can believe that. I mean, got no words of comfort other than sorry.
Not.
I'll glad to see that everyone's okay to say the least. So I'll just be heading out.
You take care of yourself. He stares at you. He looks at you.
Didn't you ever do a thing?
Not here.
Did your voice crack?
Let's go.
Bye, Zenith.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
So you close the door. He continues. He goes back to praying as you close the door.
So, if you want to come with me, you're more than welcome. It's going to take me quite a while. I have to leave the city and then come back.
You have to leave the city. Why do you have
I'll
to
be
leave?
back in the morning.
No, why do you have to leave the city?
I have to go get some people.
What people? Dude, like, everything's fine now, so what do you have to go do?
I have
Kinda.
to check on something that make sure.
Insight check.
Yeah, insight check.
Goddamn liar.
Well, he's not lying.
He's not.
lying.
He's not lying. He's not lying. You don't make a
He's
death
just not-
perception check,
no,
but
no.
just figure out what you can gather.
Like, 13.
13. I mean, there's not much. He's honest. He is going out to get someone, or get someone, but it's still kind of vague. You can't really piece together what he's talking about. But
Why can't you tell me? I mean, I think we've.
You can come or you can go back. Either way, everyone is
I
going
hate
to know
this.
who I'm going to get. So,
This is fine. I'll go with you,
all right.
and I'll complain the whole way.
That's fine.
All right.
Welcome.
Welcome.
So you begin to make your way out back towards the entrance of the city and out. The guards, even the guards at this point, still seem to be shaken up as they very slightly nod to you as they allow you to exit the city.
Would the
And-
bars get good business? I think everyone needs a drink at this point.
Yeah. Ooh, bars are pumping right now. The rest of you, who you are all heading back to
Thought we were going to go lay down in
her
our
house.
right?
Okay. Yeah. So you make it to Beckett's home. You see, she is there in the process of just cleaning up everything. She welcome. Hey, sister's with you.
No, she's out running an errand with Gray.
Okay.
But what time of day is it?
It's around about 5 in the afternoon.
Oh, wow,
at this
that's
point.
early.
Or no, about 6 in the afternoon at this point.
Okay, so
Huh?
Early evening.
Is it after noontime?
Wow.
I'll pull out the bottle of nice wine that Orys bought, and I'll pour up some glasses for everyone that's in the house. We're live.
All right.
Let's have a toast to not being dead.
Take a second to check the pouch where I keep the diamonds. Which diamond did I pick up to use on Hope? We have 2 300 and 1 500.
Say one of your 300. I will give this to you. If a person, when you are trying to revive someone, and the spell calls for a 300 or 500, if you use a higher priced diamond, it increases their chance of coming back. So if say Iggy for say died
Why would she do
with Iggy died with her 25% chance of coming back. Say you use the diamond that costed like 1,000 or whatever, it substantially goes up the chances. Just saying. So.
Dropped like 3K on Iggy.
She thinks
I'm just gonna pour up a glass of wine for
Got
everyone.
expensive taste.
Meanwhile,
And-
Kayla's like,
she wanted
Iggy, who has died 5 times, 4 times, something like that. So.
So what
willing creature.
So like just,
A willy creature, right? You're gonna use like a 3,000 gold, and she's gonna be like, "No, I'm good."
it's been real.
yeah, I'm
Is
just gonna
the
pour
vampire lord with you? Then nah.
everyone a nice glass of the nice wine and just
Go
make
get your
a
man
toast
now.
to not being dead. And though
The rest
our
of the campaign
and
is
though
being
our
trying to
adventure
find her
might
future husband, the vampire lord.
be strange, dangerous, unknown, we'll at least we'll know that we're going with friends. The friends.
Make it slowly takes it up. You see as everyone takes a sip, or Beckett at least takes a sip.
Even though we're not all here, I was just thinking, you all have risked your lives to save my carcass, and just feel like I should let you guys know, Hope is not my real name. It's actually Anarchus, and
I knew.
I don't really like it, but yeah, I just thought I'd let you guys know that.
Whatever you want to be referred to as.
To Hope.
To Hope.
Feeling some weird
Clink.
wave in the force, I pulled a bottle of whiskey that
I hope you are not a part of this, buddy.
Not your mother.
Sorry.
And now I'm gonna go to sleep.
Wait.
Clap
See
you
as
down the
Beckett
spot.
steps up.
I'll make the hut.
You see as Beckett steps
I'm
up
just kidding.
to next door. She breaks up the glass.
To next door.
Yeah, I'm
Six is
complaining the entire time.
Clink, clink.
Bitching the entire
We're just
time.
having nice ass wine.
Yeah.
Okay, so if she's complaining the entire time, the bottle's still coming out.
Yeah.
So I just take a swig, pass it to her.
She
I give
throws
it back and still
Bitch.
bitching.
Another swig.
Where the fuck
Yeah.
were you?
And she's just hammered.
I am not gonna say anything. You can talk at me, but I know you're gonna continue following me. So
Yeah.
So.
Oh, you bitch.
Yeah, you can yell at me the entire time. I'm not going to say anything.
Okay. So, you two afterwards. Is the rest of you doing anything before going to bed?
Taking off my boots.
Just making sure. I'll just make sure.
Not
that,
sleeping in.
I don't know. Just make sure the house is as
Touching
comfortable
my
as can
toes,
be.
Counting my
Yeah,
toes.
you
Play
see.
a little nice, soft.
You're playing some Kenny G.
Like a little
Oh,
song of rest.
some soft jazz,
Little song of
like
rest.
they do in like a hotel lobby.
All right.
Keeping it peaceful.
I'll quietly apologize to Orys for the previous 24 hours. You know how it goes, man. It's when you lose free will.
No hard feelings.
You see as Beckett has
Totally
pulled up a chair and a blanket and is just
Punch you in the shoulder.
sitting there. She is just
Doesn't
waiting
hurt.
for Iggy to come back. She's waiting by the front door, waiting. For the rest of you, the night goes as you eventually drift off. The night goes by relatively uneventfully. Cutting over to Gray and Iggy. You two begin to leave the city and head around the border of the city. You see as you begin to head south that there's this massive lake that is outside on the outskirts of the city that you have to go around. Going around it, make perception checks, each of you.
9.
24.
24. Okay. So Gray, you notice in the midst of the lake, you see as it appears to be 2 corpses floating in the lake. Looking out, you can see it looks to be drow corpses.
Gonna just keep walking.
Okay.
Whistles nonchalantly.
Yeah. So,
Hey, Gray, while you were in the chaos, did you happen to see Toon running around?
I didn't see him at all.
So as it takes you guys a couple of hours to get around, and the sun begins to set as you continue on, and you've reached the southern part of the city and begin to head east in the direction of the post you were notified about. Around 10 o'clock at night, you do arrive at the post.
Is there anybody in there?
Make a perception check, each of you.
25.
15.
So, you arrive at the post. You can see it seems to be unmanned for the most part.
Are the horns still there?
What did you roll?
25.
15.
Okay, so you both heard. After about around 11:30, you hear just in the distance.
Oh.
I just whistle real loud.
Two.
Yep. A few seconds pass.
Tune. Or random dog. I can't tell
I
barks.
just sit down on
Coming
squat
towards
down.
you see his Tune is rushing towards you.
Buddy, why'd you run off earlier?
He seems to be trying to. You see, as he just seems to be excited as he's just jumping there. Looks at each of you, but you see as he is like almost directing you in a direction.
All right, we'll follow. Follow him. Come on.
Okay.
Yep. So, you follow him for feels like 10 minutes until you see next to a tree, unconscious. You see Frick Frack and your brother. About 40 feet off, you see a pile of bodies, all drowned.
I did not know about the pile. I don't have a way to explain that.
Are you actually saying that out loud or in your head?
Nope, I'm saying that out loud.
What do you mean you didn't know about the drow? Did you know about them here?
The bodies are from me, as you see as the Vampire Lord steps forward. And that's where we're going to end this episode.
What?
I knew it!
Like 20 minutes early.
Those dang bear kids!
Hope everyone had a good time today.
Kids!
Thank you, everyone at home.
You sure know how to pick them.
Hope you had fun.
Wait, is that the
The
one?
one.
The one.
The one that we helped?
Yes.
Hubby.
Okay. I'm not that freaking out though.
How's bowling?
Ah!
How's bowling back?
Hope everyone had fun. I know I
We got
did.
20 minutes.
Thank you, everyone at home who's watching alongside with us. Thank you for all our fans and followers.
Yo, applause to Larry on the excellent, just having no idea what was going to happen.
I was like, fuck.
Good job.
I was like, I'm sitting here, I'm like, he fucking did it. He did it. He actually
Crazy
did
son
it.
of a bitch.
He called my bluff. I was like, okay. I was like, well, all right.
A true chaotic neutral.
Yeah, so.
The red button, he finally pushed it.
Yeah, so.
Curiosity killed the cat.
Satisfaction brought it back.
Yes.
And then I
So,
killed it again.
Shut up.
find out next week what is to befall our friends. Is there any
Happy
thing?
holidays, everyone.
Yes, Merry Christmas to everyone.
You know,
Those who celebrate.
Happy
Merry
Hanukkah, Happy
Christmas,
Kwanzaa,
Hanukkah.
and all the other holidays I am too ignorant to know about. I hope you enjoy those as well.
Yeah.
Three Kings Day, yes. Tres días.
Winter solstice.
Uh,
Harvest.
and everything else. Hope you all enjoy yourselves. Hug your family. Hug your grandma.
Love you,
We
Granny.
appreciate you.
Have a good night, guys. Peace.
Oh my gosh, that was intense.
I don't want to ruin it for you guys, but I kind of made the transition minutes ago.
Damn you, Drew!
Such a liar. I can see it from here.